Ground Patreon and help us make middle ground.
Earthquakes! Earthquakes!
You're queer even if you suppress your homosexual desires. Can the agreeers please step forward?
I think the idea of being ex-gay is dishonest.
Ex-gay. Oh, it's like that fucking shirt, ex-bisexual. Oh my fucking god. Okay, anyway. Okay. Let's hear them out. Let's hear them out. Let's see what they have to say. Hold on. Let me. Oops, hold on. I'm trying to go. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
I think psychologically we know sexuality, though it can exist on a spectrum, is part of who we are. It's an innate part of who we are. And I think claiming ex-gay is claiming that you've changed some part of you that I don't think can be changed. And I think it's one thing to say, I've chosen not to lean into my desires. It's another thing to say I've been healed from or completely eradicated those desires within me.
Yeah, I agree. While I want to honor and respect each person's individual journey and their own identity, an orientation just can't be changed. You can live it out in a different way, but it is how you were created. And psychologically speaking, it is damaging, actually. It leads to depression and anxiety and obviously suicide or suicidal ideation. That the fruit of trying to change actually is damaging to one's soul and psyche.
Can the disagreeers
Okay.
please step forward?
Oh my god, what?
The only identity I want to claim over my life is child of God. I hate labels, and so even as I came out of the closet, I didn't like to announce myself as gay. The only identity that I clearly see within inside of myself is being a child of God. It's what He has defined for me as a man.
Why is there conflict there between being a child of God and other parts of your identity?
It's not really up to me to get to define who I am, and a lot of times even in my own life, I thought that I wanted certain things, and then I realized that those things were not good for me. So I base just my belief and my identity on what the Word of God says.
Does that work in reverse? What if you want to be a singer or a painter or something that is positive? Do you say, well, I can't do that because I can't find scriptural support that says I can go be a painter? How do you feel about that in the opposite? Don't you think that there are
What's what?
things God instilled?
What is that? Okay.
How do you feel about that in the opposite? Don't you think that there are things God instills inside of you to show you maybe what His plan is for you?
Right.
I do too. My identity is in Christ. But there's so much that makes me me. I'm somebody's son, I'm somebody's brother, I love Celine Dion and Taco Bell, all these moving parts to make Gilbert who Gilbert is.
Yeah.
And I just wonder, where do you draw the line if you think that, God has to tell me who I am? Well, what if that's how I see this? God is always telling me who I am.
Yeah, there are certain things inside of us that they're not bad things. And so if I wanted to be a singer, I did want to be a singer at one point. So I'm oh, that's awesome. The Lord might want that for my life, but at the same time, I also have to surrender that to Him and just tell Him, okay, this is what I want to do, but you also get the last say, because at the end of the day, we were formed in the womb by Him. He knows you better than you know yourself.
For myself as a Christian, as a believer in Jesus Christ, I believe in the power of deliverance. I believe that you can be completely delivered from homosexuality. Not only because of what the Bible says, but because of my personal story. I used to have sex with men. I used to dress like a woman. Used to, have a desire to possibly be a transgender if it wasn't for the grace of God. But God completely changed my desires. You said that your identity is in Christ, but your identity is also in the LGBTQ. I don't know for sure. Do you identify as somebody in the
Right.
LGBT?
So, like I was saying, there's many things that make me me. When I say that I'm gay, it means that I'm being honest about my attractions. It's not just sexual, it's also psychological, it's romantic, it's all of these things that I cannot have with a woman.
Sexuality is a choice. Everybody has
Whoa. 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 Shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh. is, huh? Well, okay. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't. Hey, come play Overwatch instead. Okay. Well, no. I wasn't expecting all this. I thought it was just people that were just gonna be like, oh, you know, I just got over it. Like, I just, you know. What if it gets better? Hold on, let's see.
This behind being LGBT.
Healed from their sexuality. That's not true.
There's scientific basis behind being LGBTQ. Let's go, girl.
So, I mean, I feel like this prompt is very much about someone like me. I think there is scientific basis behind being born in LGBTQ community. There is like so much scientific basis for someone like myself, and we've existed since the beginning of time, but the media never platformed someone like myself. Like, I can't name one famous intersex person, and I'm an intersex person. I think it's mighty time that, like...
All right, yeah, this is the last one. This is the last one. We're done.
Not only can it help our community, but it can help the trans community with a lot of the struggles of, like...
Y'all see these captions? we're done after this section.
Validating their identity and like their manhood or their womanhood, or they're just their personhood, you know?
I think psychologically, scientifically, we know that homosexuality occurs throughout nature. This is not a question anymore. And the idea, welcome, the idea, this language of unnatural, which does unfortunately come from the Bible, is just untrue. Scientifically, we know that homosexuality is a naturally occurring phenomenon in many species and in humanity. And so anybody who's trying to claim that it's not an innate part of human beings is not doing that from a scientific standpoint.
I don't think any animals are asking to be delivered from their homosexuality.
Yes.
And like, if we're gonna come from a religious standpoint, as someone who was religious for the first 13 years of my life, the common saying, God makes no mistakes, I don't think God made any mistakes.
Amen.
And also about any of just
Amen.
like my average transsexual brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that.
DNA cannot predict sexuality. It cannot predict if you're gay. It cannot predict if you're straight. And also, too, with intersex individuals, we cannot use the case of intersex.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, we're done. Okay, let's try another one. That's enough.
This feels very Mr. Rogers. Mr. Adam Rogers teaches everyone how to talk in a comment section, and I mean that as a compliment.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, honey. Let's hope it comes off that way. Hi, I'm yesterday's internet culinary personality, Adam Ragusia. It's no secret that I've been going through some changes lately, and some of them are starting to be noticed by people, and therefore I feel I should probably acknowledge them. In part because the way people are noticing them is making me feel a little weird, and I think maybe we can all take some lessons from this in how we talk about other people's bodies on the internet. Yes, I am quite suddenly quite a bit leaner than I have been lately, and that's something that people are going to remark on. They're certainly going to feel more empowered to remark upon that than if the opposite is true, and the opposite has often been true over the course of my internet career, where I've put on some body fat, and there are some a-holes who will just be like, hey, Adam's looking real fat lately, which is not a good thing to say. If you feel comfortable saying that on the internet, not just about me, but about anyone who's doing content that isn't about their bodies, that doesn't in some way invite comment upon their bodies, if they're just a normal person talking about normal other stuff on the internet, and you feel empowered to just get on there and be like, hey, that person looks fat. I have one question for you, which is, who raised you? Actually, I don't really like who raised you as a clapback, because a lot of people could legitimately respond, no one. I really had no one when I was growing up, or I was raised by a horrible person and that's not my fault. And that's a legitimate response. So all I'm trying to say is, like, what happened to your basic sense of social propriety, right? Because I suspect that, like, regardless of your upbringing, most people watching this probably have a sense where if you're in a public space and you want to comment upon someone's body negatively, and they have not invited that comment in any way, they're just going about their lives, like, you probably have the good social sense to not do that within earshot of that person, right?
You want to know something? This is actually like, I think people who post, there's someone who I follow on Twitter, met a couple years ago. He's really nice. He posts like his progress like all the time. Like when he goes to the gym, it's always like some sort of progress, right? And you know, like from when he was starting, and as he like got really bigger, and then even when he stagnated, it wasn't feeling like really that great about himself. I find that people that have the courage to do that, like that's something I think that is worth acknowledging in a person, because like it is not easy to just put yourself out there for people to look at, as you know, like it's not, you're subject to the judgment of others. And I feel like a lot of the time it's just easier to just say like, okay, I don't want to do that, right? Especially if you're not like fucking bodybuilder, big muscles, conventionally attractive or whatever, right? So anyone who's like willing to do that stuff, like it's, you know, I find it very impressive. Like I find it exceedingly respectable, because like it's like people are mean.
You would be smart enough to just be like, I'm going to wait until we get past that person, and then I'm going to share my catty remark with my partner, which, you know, hey, my partner is holding the camera right now, and we share catty remarks with each other all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're bad people. Like a lot of our conversations begin with one of us saying to the other, I would not say this to anyone other than you, but, right? And that's perfectly fine. However, we have the good sense to like not say things that would hurt people's feelings within earshot of them, unless they deserve to have their feelings hurt. But I think there's very rarely cases where that's true. And on the internet, the comparable situation is the comments, right? Like, I don't want to make this all about me. I think this is about you, it's about everyone, but I'm just going to use me as the example because I am at hand. If you comment on a video that I published on my account, then that's really as good as like kind of saying it directly to me, or at least within earshot of me. Also, if you were to leave a comment in a space where I have been like tagged, or people have been tagging me, or just any place where you can reasonably conclude it's likely that I might see it, then that is equivalent to sort of you saying something catty within earshot of me, which is something that like most of us just know not to do. But you know, on the internet, I think the rules are new and different, and we're working them out together, and this is one that I'm trying to assert right now. Treat it like talking about someone in a public space. But I really don't think that I need to tell you any of that. I think most of you know that you probably shouldn't like say that someone is getting fat within earshot of them, whether it's the internet or whether it's real life. But let's consider kind of the opposite scenario, which is when a person is kind of leaning out, as I have been lately. What are the rules around that? Is it cool to comment upon that, as lots of people have? Like I put an Instagram post up the other day of Lauren and I out.
Do you think so? Do you think so? Because I think if I'm gonna be 100% honest, I think if I would say that to somebody, it would be a form of a compliment, right? It would be like a positive statement, like a positive gesture or a positive, you know, comment towards them. But that would also imply, if you think about it more, like that, like the opposite may be true if they weren't like that. So I wonder if that's just more like a personal thing that the person would have to deal with taking that compliment and not, you know, do that, or what? Like, because I don't know. I think the intention is mostly positive. You know, even if it could be taken as negative. I mean, there's a lot of situations out there when somebody does something positive and it's taken like really negatively, or it's actually offensive, right? I feel like this is one of those things where it's just like it's up to the person and it's context dependent. You know what I mean? And so you'll never know. So I don't know. I think it's definitely used discretion, yeah.
Out at a dinner, and a lot of really well-meaning people, I think, were just saying, yo, Adam's looking lean, right? But here's the thing, that also makes me feel weird and a little bit bad. I mean, the reasons for which anyone might lose weight are likely complicated and might not necessarily be good in any kind of conventional sense of the word. So it's not a secret to anyone who's been following me that I've been going through some weird psychological times lately, dealing with some depression issues and some substance abuse. As part of that, I have recently gone completely sober, right? Like I've cut out alcohol, drugs, everything, and have committed to doing that for a year at least. And when you stop drinking and smoking weed, then yeah, it's going to affect your body in a number of ways, although that could really depend on the individual. For me, it's affected me in the way that you're seeing right now. You can get a shot of this. It might even be illustrative. For this next part, I have to hide this logo, so forgive me while I turn this inside out. So this is obviously a suns out, guns out situation. And because summer is here, it's also time to be hitting up concerts and comedy shows, other kinds of live entertainment. And where's the best place to acquire tickets to such events? Well, I'll tell you, it's SeatGeek, sponsor of this video. Right now, anyone can use my code ADAM10 to get 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek.
Wow.
Sports, concerts, add the code ADAM10 to your SeatGeek account and you'll be ready to go. Save 10%, anybody can do it, but it's a limited time offer, so do it now. Thank you, SeatGeek. When you stop drinking and smoking weed, then yeah, it's gonna affect your body in a number of ways, but it's also more than that. I don't wanna get into my whole psychological history with y'all, but suffice it to say that I find my basic baseline existence, my baseline experience of my well-being in the world to be kind of intolerable in some ways. And so I'm constantly trying to work some angle to improve how I feel. And that constant drive to feel better manifests in the past as taking too much drugs, drinking too much alcohol, eating too much food, all that kind of stuff. I've alternated between all those things my whole life. But another thing that I do to just try to feel better is to exercise. And also sometimes to not eat, to get the little buzz that you can get from being a little bit hungry, which is something that we've talked about in the past. I have a whole video podcast episode about fasting and how it makes you feel, and there's a reason fasting has been a part of religious traditions for thousands of years. In some ways,
that was a good video you made.
It can make you feel better. Now, please do not take this as any kind of endorsement of disordered eating. I want people to eat the amount of food that they need in order to feel and be the way that they want to be. All I'm saying is that for me, at this point in my life, I've taken drugs and alcohol off the table. What do I have left to try to feel better on a day-to-day basis? Well, right now it's kind of a fitness kick that I'm on. That's how I am managing my psychological well-being right now. And it's a little bit weird because you know, the fitness kick is much more socially acceptable. Far fewer people are going to shame you for getting fit than will shame you for doing the opposite, or will shame you for doing lots of drugs and alcohol. And yet at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that the fitness kick is something that should be applauded or is without problems. Like, I do not view my current fitness kick as being something that is necessarily fully healthy. My pattern in the past has been to go on a fitness kick for these reasons and then to end up inevitably overdoing it, the way that I overdo all of my various dependencies. I end up getting hurt in some way. Like right now I'm getting these pains in my feet and my ankles just because I'm doing like too much cardio probably. And I also think that my fitness kicks have historically been kind of a band-aid that I'm putting on my larger and more important body image issues that, you know, I have, you probably have, a lot of us have it. Like, I will admit that I want to be fit and lean, but I am not totally sure I know why that is the case. I could give you a lot of reasons why I think that, you know, the body may legitimately function better at a lower level of body fat than I have had lately, but I also know that it's wrapped up in a lifetime of fat shaming, right? Of being criticized for my body, you know, by people when I was young, and then later as an adult working on the internet, and that has all kind of messed me up.
Going on the internet too and getting a following. Ooh, that must have not been good. Yeah, that must have been not good.
And frankly, I'd rather have like a realistic and healthy body image than have whatever you define a healthy body to be. I'd rather fix what's in my head than fix what's on me. And when you've already invested far too much of your own sense of like self-respect in your body weight, it kind of messes with you when all of a sudden people seem to like you more or be more proud of you for being thin. That doesn't necessarily reinforce what I need reinforced right now. So my point there is just that I'm not totally sure that my present fat loss is necessarily a good thing or entirely a good thing. And therefore, I kind of think you ought not presume that it is, and you ought not presume that I think that it is. It's kind of similar to, you know, if you suspect that you see a person who is pregnant, don't say a word about it because there's a chance that there's something else going on there. Maybe they're not pregnant. Maybe they are pregnant and they're not happy about it. Maybe they are pregnant and it's not going well. Don't talk about it unless they're talking about it, unless they open up the topic. Then you can try to engage on the terms that they set out at the table of that conversation. Now, what's even more important than my
yeah. Oh God, yeah, no, because like, oh no.
Feelings is your feelings, all of your feelings. Think about how it makes other people in that comment section feel when they see you heaping praise upon me for being a little bit thinner. Think about how that makes the other people watching feel. Not great, a lot of them. That just adds to the chorus of fat shaming that is pervasive in our society. And even if there's kind of a positive tone to it, that doesn't mean it can't make people feel bad.
I just had a conversation with one of my friends about this, about how there's like what is body positivity like actually mean, right? Because we were referencing that shitty video that I might have played earlier with the one about like fat versus skinny people or whatever. Like what does body positivity actually like mean, right? Because it's like, you know, everyone should feel comfortable in their own skin, right? That's ultimately where we want to be. And so what we kind of came to the conclusion to after the conversation was that like, it's more so body neutrality when people are overall quite negative in society about bodies, if that makes sense, right? It's like this person just exists, and no matter what their body is, like, you know, skinny, like muscular, bad, like whatever, like obese, like whatever it is, like short, tall, whatever, like it just is what it is, right? And it just, you know, there's no bearing there. It's just a thing. Rather than, you know, positively advocating like everybody like ever, right? It's more so like a baseline of neutrality. It was an interesting conversation because I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like yeah, like it's more so like let's like, you know, a neutral field where it's just a thing.
I think an appropriate rule of thumb for talking about people's bodies is...
Because another thing too, it was so interesting as I was learning about, oh God, like I had like my whole thing about fitness last year before I started school and I had more free time. It was so great, and you know, it was fantastic. You know, I was learning a lot, and one of the things that I ran into that was really fucking annoying was that like I was like, oh my God, like why am I not like gaining any weight? Like what's happening? Like why is it that my body just kind of feels like it's staying in this really lean when I see people who around me who, you know, they bulk up more and whatever, and I was like and then I learned, like, this is just obvious, but learned that like everyone's genetics plays a part in how they look, and obviously you can eat a certain way and exercise a certain amount and blah 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 to change the way that it looks, but you're gonna be predisposed to having a certain body type, right? And so it's like I can't just put myself in another like bracket that may not fit for my genetics. Maybe my genetics just says I can't really do that without doing something that's really, really major and maybe out of my pay grade. And so just do the action of, you know, working out or eating a certain amount and getting your protein in and just working out, and whatever happens just happens. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It just is what it is. And that's a big thing when it came to this whole body neutrality thing, because bodies just look the way they look. Like, I don't know what your genetics are. I don't know what like my sister's genetics are. Like, I don't know what their genetic code says about what their bodies should look like. Whatever a body should look like doesn't even fucking matter. It is what it is, right? So I don't know. It was interesting. It was an interesting learning experience for me, where it's just like, man, like you got some influence over it, but your body's gonna do what it's gonna fucking do, right? Like, you know.
Don't unless they open it up in some way. So, you know, someone is probably going to go unearth a bunch of comments from me on the internet where I've commented on other people's bodies, and I would say two things about that. One is that I have absolutely been an asshole many, many times in my life. I'm constantly trying to reform my previous assholery, as I hope we all are, right? But the other thing is that I would guess that in a lot of those situations, I was commenting upon people's bodies in situations in which comment had been invited. And by the way, inviting comment doesn't just mean putting a comment section at the bottom of the content, right? It means inviting comment on a specific issue, right? So I follow professional bodybuilding. When I go onto a bodybuilder's Instagram and I comment on their physique, that's because that is their whole stock in trade, right? That's their job. That's what they're there to display and to submit for appraisal, which is literally what's happening in a bodybuilding competition, right? And that's a pretty extreme example. Maybe a more debatable example would be like the workout video that I made with the guys at Renaissance Periodization, Dr. Mike.
I love Dr. Mike. That's the one that, like, I'd recommend. Somebody asked me about working out stuff. Like, this is the channel that I learned a lot from.
You know, I was not there to be a bodybuilder or anything. I was just there to do a workout and to learn some stuff from Dr. Mike. But you could argue that I was implicitly inviting some degree of comment on my physique in the context of that video, right? Just filming yourself for a workout. If you don't want people to comment upon your physique, it's probably not a very good thing to do. On the other hand, that logic only goes so far, right? It's unwise to park your car unlocked in a high crime neighborhood, right? That doesn't mean that the person who steals the car is blameless. So in that situation, I feel like maybe by doing that workout video, I invited comment on my physique up to the point that would allow for, you know, vaguely positive comments, right? And so when people were saying, hey, Adam looks strong, like, I think that that's perfectly fine. When people were saying, hey, Adam would look really good if he, you know, cut a little bit of weight, like, even that I feel like is kind of okay, right? I feel like I invited that level of scrutiny. But when people fly in under that and say, like, actually, Adam looks like shit, most of that mass is just fat.
Oh my fucking God.
Who raised you to, right? Even though, as we established, who raised you is kind of a problematic retort. I mean, let's think about the sort of social rules that is violating. One is like, dude, just let a guy take a compliment, all right? Somebody compliments somebody else, even if you don't agree with the compliment, like, you can just let it lie, and you should let it lie unless you have some reason to kind of swoop in with a reality check. So the old rule that a lot of our parents taught us, which was, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Yeah.
That has limited applicability when you're dealing with adults, right? Sometimes adults need to give other adults reality checks, right? This is not one of those situations, right? Like, I know that I carry muscle and body fat in varying proportions. I don't need to be told that. No one else needs to be told that, like, there's not just muscle here, there's also body fat. That's really obvious to everyone, especially in a Renaissance periodization comment section. So maybe a better rule for adults is, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it unless you have a really good reason to say it. And that's just a conversation that you need to have with yourself in your own head, that I need to have with myself in my own head. Like, I remember one time, I don't want to name names, but there was a wonderful music creator on YouTube, a guy who does guitar videos. And he did this thing where he kind of put two introductions
Oh,
on
we should watch music videos. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
the video. And it's something that frustrates me a bit in other people's comments, where there's just too much introduction. And I just commented, why'd you put two introductions on the video? And I can't believe I said that. There was no reason for me to say that. And when I kind of found that comment several years later, I deleted it. I bring up that example to emphasize that I'm really trying not to be scolding you here. I'm kind of scolding all of us. I am as guilty of this kind of internet social malfeasance as anyone. However, we're in a position here where Fred Rogers is gone, and I think we need somebody to say things that'll help us all to kind of learn some maybe basic social rules that we need to relearn for a new and in some ways harsher reality in which we find ourselves. And I suppose it's ironic that I bring up Fred Rogers, a man who famously got horribly fat shamed when he was young, and ended up trying to maintain and succeeding in maintaining a weight of 147 pounds precisely for almost entirely his adult life, and was apparently somewhat obsessive about it in ways that I think he probably wouldn't have been able to identify as unhealthy because he was alive in a very different social and scientific milieu. But now, in hopefully more enlightened times, I think we could probably retroactively identify a lot of what Fred was doing to stay 147 pounds as somewhat unhealthy and obsessive. And good Lord, I love you, Fred. That is in no way a knock on you. So what have we learned here today? Just because it seems nice doesn't mean it is nice. So when in doubt, say nothing. I realize that's a hard thing to do on the internet, a thing that is constantly screaming for you to talk to it. But we have to do it anyway. All right, good talk.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I've been following Adam for a while, and then I stopped watching his videos for a long time, and then I go back, and I was like, oh shit. But I guess that brought a whole host of other issues, because he makes cooking videos and food videos and stuff, and so I guess he's transitioned from making videos solely about that to just making videos about anything, and I saw that, and I was just like, oh shit, I didn't know he was going through all this. Oh. Alright, hold on, let me go. Here's what I wanted to watch. Okay. Where's the video at? Does music have a speed limit? Okay.
This video was brought to you by Henson Shaving. You ever wonder why musicians generally don't do speed runs of their songs? You can find Guitar Hero playthroughs of Dragon Force's Through the Fire and the Flames on YouTube.
That fucking song.
65% speed. But you can't find Dragon Force doing the same. Does Herman Lee just need to get good? There's plenty enough machismo among musicians, so you'd think that speedrun.com or an equivalent would have musical speed leaderboards. I mean, they have an entry for Guitar Hero Metallica, but no entry for, like, speedrunning Master of Puppets. Why might that be? Now, while it is rare, there are examples of bands who have done the equivalent of a 165% playthrough of their music. And they provide a fascinating psychological study on how our brains and bodies process the same music at different speeds. Consider this recording of the Mahavishnu Orchestra playing their tune Vital Transformation.
Literally today? Oh my god, that's crazy. To Fortnite? Really?
It's a fast and energetic 9/8 jazz fusion groove. Good stuff.
That's literally insane. What?
Version of the same tune. This was recorded at Woolman Rink in Central Park in 1973. The band is absolutely shredding a unison line in 9/8. I've been thinking a lot about this 165%ed recording because my band Sungazer played Vital Transformation as our closing number on our month-long tour with Pliny and Jakub Szczytecki. The more we played it, the more we became aware of some of the unique limitations that musicians face when playing music this fast. Limitations that go a little bit beyond just how fast we can waggle our fingers, rather how fast our brains can process what's going on. Looking back at the footage of how audiences across the United States and Canada moved to this music, we found some interesting patterns that illuminate what is possible when it comes to sound and movement. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get fast.
Vital Transformation. Yes, Sean, I know you want to take your drum solo really, really bad right now. I hope you guys enjoy Vital Transformation!
Part 1. Brain and body. The hot trend in music neuroscience is embodied cognition. This theory claims that the way that we process music is not solely through our brain, but our entire body. That our sense of rhythm comes from things like our heartbeat, our walking tempo, our breathing. In this view, cognition depends upon experience based in having a body with sensor-motor capacities. These capacities are embedded in an encompassing biological, psychological, and cultural context. This idea is not particularly new. In 15th and 16th century Europe, tactus, or musical pulse, was defined by things like the rate of the pulse of a healthy human heart, or the rate of a moderate walking speed, or the time it takes a weed whacker to whack weeds. There is now a wealth of scientific evidence that suggests beat processing in the brain occurs in places like the basal ganglia and the premotor cortex, places in the brain which control limb movement and motion. Beat perception occurs as if your body is in motion. Those areas in the brain are active, even if you're just sitting there grooving to tunes. The vestibular system, the system that governs balance, is essential in how we process meter and understand where the downbeat is in music. When Bootsy Collins tells you to put it on the 1,
and you hit on the 1,
he is appealing to your vestibular system. The easiest way to wrap your head around some of this stuff, or at least it is for me, is to define different time scales of musical rhythm and then relate them to something that your body naturally does. This is a good way of intuiting rhythm just in general. The first is musical phrase, how long a melody generally lasts. This is the amount of time it takes you to hear a collection of notes as being a full melody. This corresponds roughly to the amount of time it takes to breathe in and out.
Okay.
You can hear fast melodies as melodies, but it's like breathing faster. And if you breathe in and out too fast, you hyperventilate. The second time scale is beat, or pulse. Regular moments in time that make our butts want to move. This is the thing that we entrain to when we dance.
When I was back in drumline days, we were like, my instructor was very serious that we needed to pulse. If we weren't pulsing, it was bad. Okay, like if we weren't pulsing along, it was bad. We had to do it all over again because we had to keep pulsing. It was, when you're unfit, you had to keep pulsing. It was so funny.
This has a direct correlate to our comfortable walking speed. In other words, how fast it feels natural to move our lower limbs back and forth. So yes, in the script I apparently defined what walking is. So in case you don't know what walking is, it's when you move your lower limbs back and forth. The more you know. The third and final time scale is subdivision of the beat, or individual notes. This has a direct correlate to digital motion, how fast we can waggle our fingers. You can think of it like how fast you can comfortably type on a keyboard.
God, I'm slow as fuck, dude.
Individual notes are not directly timed, but are produced by overlearned motor procedures. So you're not thinking individual letters as you type, you think words. You think a word, and your fingers move like this. You think a scale, and your fingers move like this. The visceral sense of time and movement that beat perception engenders may be due to the strong links between rhythm perception and motor behavior. The tactus rate is the time frame that best affords our own rate of motion. To put it more plainly, to hear a beat is to sense the potential for motion. These musical time-body relationships are often expressed in a very literal way in how we play our instruments. The lengths of melodies are often constrained by how long we can sing or play a wind instrument before needing to breathe again. Pulse is often kept in the lower body through things like tapping your toes or playing the kick drum, for example. Our fingers are the things that need to move to be able to produce notes. Our sense of musical time at every level is deeply tied to how our bodies move when they play instruments, and this is the case for listeners of music as well, not just performers. Although we may not be directly involved in the production of movement trajectories, listening in part entails recovering movement information from the musical surface. The logical conclusion of this, which is kind of wild to think about, is that music is a sonic record of motion through space. You're hearing dance. It's not really what we think of as music, but that's how our brains think of music. So if something sounds absurdly fast, it's because your brain is having trouble recovering the movement information from the sound. This can manifest at different time scales. Let's take pulse, for example. If you set a metronome to 60 beats per minute, a fairly slow musical tempo, and you try and walk at 60 beats per minute, you'll find that it feels pretty damn slow to walk at 60 BPM. Set that metronome now to 180.
Oh shit!
It's a really fast musical tempo.
Wait.
And it feels fast to walk at 180 beats per minute. Now try to set the tempo higher and higher.
Oh my god.
And see what happens to the weight distribution in your lower body when you try to walk.
That's not happening. That's not happening. Walking at 350 BPM. Not today. Sorry.
You notice that at a certain point your strides need to be shorter. and you end up covering less distance. You physically cannot move your legs far and fast enough to keep covering more and more distance. Usain Bolt ran his world record-breaking 100-meter dash in 9.8 seconds. In his attempt, he took a little bit more than 4 strides per second, or 240 beats per minute. You can have faster music than 240 beats per minute, but there's a reason why there is not much dance music that's faster than that. Dancers need to recover that movement information for their legs and their butts. If your brain can't imagine your legs or Usain Bolt's legs moving that fast, it has trouble processing the pulse. In his 1984 work, Rhythm, the psychologist Thaddeus Bolton investigated how our brains process note rates, or subdivisions of pulses, like how we'll naturally group the sounds of, say, a locomotive starting up into groupings of 4 pulses. In other words, how many chuggas should go before the choo-choo? Very important scientific work here. Our brain's tendency to group notes together and assign an on-beat and an off-beat to a series of notes which are otherwise undifferentiated is called subjective rhythmization. If we speed up note rates too fast, it's hard to meaningfully group them into on and off anymore. We just end up hearing kind of a buzzing. There's no rhythmic value to what it is that we hear. Our boy Thaddeus designed some tests to figure out when exactly this happened and came up with a figure of about 115 milliseconds between sounds as the point where we stopped doing this on-off grouping. Since then, many researchers have cited a 100 millisecond threshold as the fastest meaningful subdivision. We physically can play faster than this. The world record holder for single-stroke drumming, Tom Grosset, clocked in at 1,208 strokes in a minute.
Oh my God!
20 notes per second.
Whoa! Whoa!
8 strokes in a minute, averaging almost 20 notes per second, or an inter-onset interval of 50 milliseconds. Musical motion is, first and foremost, audible human motion.
So one thought that I had with all this stuff is that any attempt at human augmentation through like cybernetics or any change to our physiology, the Neuralink or whatever, to our brain, might also affect our musical perception, because our body and our motor system is so central to how we perceive music. Any change to our motor system will change our musical perception. So maybe if you get this augmentation, slow music will be intolerably slow to you now, because it will be so slow for your fast-moving brain that you just won't even hear the music as being music. Anyway, back to the video. Let's talk about microrhythm.
But there's a category of musical time that we haven't mentioned yet, and it's also very important to this discussion. That is the microrhythmic time scale. Microrhythm is the subtle variations in timing that human musicians use to make music feel human.
Human music. I like it.
Because it's so subtle, it's almost never notated, and is instead assumed to be part of the musical and cultural training of musicians who play in a given style. There is a lot of interest in microrhythm right now because of the unique time feels and grooves of various styles from around the world. Go check out David Bruce's and Sean Crowder's videos on microrhythm. But really, every genre of music has microrhythmic variation. The microrhythmic time scale corresponds with phoneme production in the body, or how fast sounds are able to come out of our mouths as we communicate. The thinking goes is that our ears are very well attuned to subtle shifts in phonemes to communicate different emotions, different stresses, and different words. And so they are also attuned to microrhythmic variation, the different feelings that different microrhythms might give you. So if the note rate approaches this microrhythmic time scale, we cease to hear the microrhythmic variations, this thing which gives such a nuanced emotional human vitality to music. You end up playing so fast that you obliterate the microrhythmic level, making the music feel kind of weird and lifeless. So let me show you how this microrhythmic variation thing works with a drum and bass groove. I pushed and pulled some of the programmed drums back about 20 milliseconds or so, and then I played the bass trying to match the general feel, like not consciously thinking, hey, I need to move my bass like 20 milliseconds back, but rather consciously focusing on the musical feeling and then trying to replicate that feeling, if that makes any sense. Now let's listen to the same groove, except I've gone back and completely quantized the bass and completely quantized the drums. To me, there's a difference in feeling between these two groups.
It's very slight, though. I'm like...
Right? You might prefer the quantized version more, that's totally cool, but chances are you can at least hear the difference. Now here are the grooves sped up.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I can no longer differentiate between them. The nuance is lost because the timescales have been proportionately shrunk and I can't hear the microrhythmic variation anymore. Musical speed kills microrhythm. Slow down. So to recap here, we hear with our bodies. If our premotor cortex can't process the audible motion fast enough, the musical dance fast enough, it ends up being noise. Herman Lee does not need to get good. He just has the sense to make music that sounds good and isn't absurdly fast, just musically fast. With all of this in mind, let's ask a more specific question here today, and honestly the thing that made me inspired to make this video. Does the recording of the Mahavishnu Orchestra, the one of them playing Vital Transformation blazingly fast, sound good? Part 2, Vital Transformation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Oh my god.
The Mahavishnu Orchestra was one of the giants of the jazz fusion world of the 1970s. They blended the high volume and intensity of rock music with the virtuosic improvisation of jazz and melodic and rhythmic wizardry of Indian Hindustani music. Led by the guitarist John McLaughlin, the Mahavishnu Orchestra also featured Rick Laird on bass, Jan Hammer on keys, Jerry Goodman on violin, and the incredible Billy Cobham on drums. So, let's take a close look at how their tune Vital Transformation works and what happens when you play it really fast. The A section is built from a repeated 9/8 F-sharp minor pentatonic riff, and it sounds like this. Now, it would take a long time to fully explore all of the different ways that you would feel this music, feel this 9/8 groove, and so that's exactly what we're going to do. One of the traditional ways of approaching 9/8 that's found in classical music, as well as Irish dances like the slip jig, breaks the measure into 3 pulses of 3/8 notes.
Puffy, they got you. They got your music over here. Hold on. Wait, tap back in. Puffy, they got your song. Wait, hold on. Ah!
This is how the B section of Vital Transformation is organized after the A section riff. The melody is dotted quarter notes, and there are 3 pulses per bar. The fast A section, though, doesn't work that way. You could brute force your way into feeling it in 3s, like this.
Oh.
But of course that doesn't work because meter is more complicated than just counting to a number. There has to be a meaningful relationship to musical cues like melodic accent and rhythmic accent, and that's what determines how you move to the music, not just how you count to it. But probably a more typical way that you might feel this 9/8 is like a measure of 4/4, but then there's this extra 8th note left over, a runt 5th pulse, kind of like a record skip effect. Check it out. It's kind of difficult for me to feel it this way in practice because the last 4/16 notes of the riff are hammer-ons, and I'm accenting the first and the third of those. So it kind of feels like it belongs to the same motion, the same overlearned motor procedure. How your fingers waggle will influence how you hear the accent, so it's hard for me to feel the record skip in a way that breaks up my finger movement. So instead, I tend to hear that extra 8th note snuck in between the 3rd and the 4th beat, making it feel kind of like this.
Okay. Okay.
This interpretation can feel a little awkward because the 3rd beat has a 16th note syncopation snuck in there on the of 2. The riff doesn't hit on the 3rd beat, it anticipates it, which is left a little off kilter because of the little extra 8th note that's tacked on at the end of the 3rd beat. So the riff has a syncopation and a record skip right next to one another in the 3rd beat. An alternative interpretation would be felt in 18/16, where instead of the basic subdivision being an 8th note, it's a 16th note with a faster implied pulse. Following the accents, this would give you a group of 7 16th notes, another group of 7 16th notes, and then a group of 4 16th notes, adding up to 9 8th notes, 9/8. These 16th notes can be further subdivided into 2 plus 2 plus 3, 2 plus 2 plus 3, 2 plus 2, or if math isn't your bag, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short. Like this. This sounds
This reminds me of a Sonic music video, or a Sonic music theory video that I would like to show y'all too. It's about Quartz Quadrant.
Honestly, once you get the sound of the rhythm in your body, you're not really thinking. You're just following the steps of the dance in order. Muscle memory takes over. Now, I'm a notorious lover and soy jack pointer outer of Balkan music. Vital transformation is not Balkan music, but the kinds of grooves where you're mixing and matching long and short beats, daka 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 da, are super common over there. Another word for this kind of rhythm is aksak rhythm, which means limping in Turkish. Now, there are a ton of dances that are built out of these longs and shorts, which kind of look like graceful limping. In Western notation, they're conventionally written in odd meters, like 7/16 or 11/16 or the equivalent, but the dance is the main deal here.
Wait. It's kind of good. Wait, hold on. Oh. Wait.
Now, there are several problems with the aksak interpretation to the rhythm of vital
Oh,
transformation.
wait. I want to hear that again. Wait, that was kind of good. Wait, hold on. Wait, go back.
16 or the equivalent, but the dance is the main deal here.
Wait, it's kind of good.
Now, there are several problems with the aksak interpretation to the rhythm of vital transformation. The first is that at fast speeds, you're clapping so fast that I'm not even sure you'd even be feeling it like this. If aksak rhythm is meant for dancing, I'm not sure if that interpretation makes sense. The second problem here is that in this interpretation, the notes C sharp and A are placed on the beat in this pattern of shorts and longs. And to me, those notes in the riff don't feel like they're on the beat. They feel like they're syncopations. They have this offbeat
yeah,
vibe to them. It's hard to explain exactly why I feel this way, but I think it's partly because I've played a lot of funk pentatonic bass lines, and beat 3 in measures of 4/4 in funk music is often syncopated, like in the B section of the meter's Sissy Strut, for example. Or in Jocko's bass line to the classic funk tune, The Chicken. Beat 3 in funk music, especially funk bass lines, is a prime place for 16th note syncopation, so that's where my brain naturally gravitates when I hear this kind of rhythm in this context.
The bass line is such a pentatonic, but it sounds like a funk song.
The musical vocabulary of the Mahavishnu Orchestra comes from multiple traditions, so it's hard to say what the traditional hearing of this pattern might be. But suffice to say, your musical vocabulary will deeply influence how you hear a particular beat, where you hear beat 1, and how you might dance to a particular groove. So we have multiple interpretations to choose from, like 3 even pulses of 3 eighth notes apiece. We have 4/4 with an extra eighth note either placed at the end or in the middle to give a record skip effect. And then we have this 18/16 aksak pattern of shorts and longs. Which one of these patterns would the audiences choose when they listen to this music? Well, as we found out, tour audiences were very excited to move to the music, but there didn't seem to be a huge consensus on how.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
A lot of nodding roughly where the quarter note would be, but since 9/8 is an odd meter, quarter notes don't line up with the following measures, so often there was this record skip effect going on. This is not meant as a dig on our audiences at all, because this is exactly what I ended up doing as well. A similar sort of nod, vaguely approximating where the downbeats were, and then adjusting my body so the downbeats at the beginning of measures were the biggest points of arrival. However, when the tempo began to get faster and faster, I remember I had to still myself to be able to play, like stand as still as possible. Playing this music at the faster tempos, especially if I already had that aksak pattern in my ear, really did feel like walking too quickly and stumbling over myself. The patterns of the rhythms in this music compel my body to move, but I'm not Usain Bolt. So there's a bit of a conflict here. There were, in fact, a lot of issues that came up when we started to approach an embodied musical speed limit.
The fastness does kind of like just, it's like a bit of a blanket over the details to me.
A lot of the nuances get lost at this speed. Those micro-rhythmic nuances that would give color and emotion and groove to the music are simply lost in a flurry of notes.
I think one of the most challenging aspects about this tune in the way that we play it is playing on a modern drum set that sounds the way that it does. And trying to play this like 70s thing that was not meant to have these separated kick and snare hits, with the kick has a ton of click and attack.
In Billy Cobham's drum groove, the kick drum and the open hi-hat accent don't match the riff, for example. It creates a rhythmic flam, where one instrument anticipates the beat and another instrument does not. This isn't as much of an issue on the original recording since the kick drum is a bit of a softer texture, but it became an issue for us when we tried to lock in.
You know, you're saying the drums don't line up with what you're playing, and that's correct. But when it's on a 1970s bass drum, where it's like a very soft attack, you don't really notice it. Whereas with our stuff, you really do. There's definitely a speed limit with the drums to where it stops being fun to play.
Which brings up an important question that we had to grapple with over the course of this tour. Why bother doing this at all?
The speed becomes the main priority, then the only thing I'm thinking about is I gotta keep up.
Yeah.
And then all my ideas are just about, well, I gotta keep up.
By playing faster and faster every night, we weren't grooving as hard, we weren't as expressive with our musical ideas. Was it even worth it? Well, like George Michael's cousin, maybe? Part 3. The aesthetics of fast things. Early YouTube was awash in guitar covers of Flight of the Bumblebee. You typically had a guitarist.
Oh my fucking god.
A clock for proof, and somebody relentlessly shredding at some absurd BPM.
1200 BPM!
Flight of the Bumblebee was originally written as incidental music for the Russian composer Rimsky-Korsakov's opera, The Tale of Tsar Sultan. It's a tone poem depicting a, well, bumblebee in flight. A fast chromatic 16th note melody does a good job of evoking the buzzing sound of a bumblebee in motion. Although we may not be directly involved in the production of movement trajectories, listening in part entails recovering movement information from the musical surface. The point of the speed of the piece is to evoke a very specific image, but these guitar covers on YouTube did very little to evoke a delicate little insect in flight, at least to me anyway. Instead, it seemed to be about who could shred the fastest. These were almost all digitally faked, in case you couldn't tell. Somebody who doesn't fake his videos is Tosin Abasi, one of the prog metal guitar shredders behind Animals as Leaders, alongside Javier Reyes. I'm a huge fan of Abasi's work, but some of my favorite music of his actually comes from a side project called Tram that was released in 2012 with Javier Reyes and Eric Moore of Suicidal Tendencies alongside Adrian Terrazas of the Mars Volta. I've always been super enamored with the outro to their tune Endeavor. It comes after the typical groovy 8-string arpeggiated guitar assault that you'd typically expect from Abasi and company. But on the recording, he plays these arpeggios on acoustic guitar, and it's a little rough around the edges. Acoustic guitar isn't very forgiving for this kind of texture, but I don't know, it sounds cool. I like the rawness.
I don't. I don't.
If you were to play it slower and cleaner, it probably wouldn't sound as cool. You wouldn't be able to hear the sweat, the struggle of the human musician playing it. And so because of it, it feels very human. You know, we're told that grooves are supposed to feel good. I studied in graduate school at the Manhattan School of Music with Dave Liebman, who, on the subject of a student mentioning how a good rhythm section locking in felt, gave kind of an odd dismissal. What is this feeling good bullshit, he said.
Oh.
John Coltrane didn't write A Love Supreme because it felt good. I can't imagine Tosin feeling good as he's shredding through these arpeggios. If musical motion is first and foremost audible human motion, I feel the stress here. I don't hear feeling good in the music, which, you know, I don't always feel good. It's nice to hear how I feel sometimes. There is a fantastic episode of the podcast Song Exploder where the great Yo-Yo Ma reflects on how he recorded.
Oh, I was such a fucking God. When I was younger and I had just gotten into cello, it was around the time where Obama got inaugurated and Yo-Yo Ma had played at his inauguration, and I was just like over the fucking moon. I used to love Yo-Yo Ma. I used to listen to so much of his music. I kind of fell out of it when I stopped playing cello, but like, oh my God, I was such a fan. I was such a fan. Like everyone else just listening to fucking like Katy Perry and shit. And I was just listening to Yo-Yo Ma because I was a fucking nerd.
Recorded the Bach cello suite several times over in the course of his career.
Yep.
He talks about how you can hear what somebody values in the world and what they want to put out into the world based on how they play music. The musical choices that they make, the kinds of dynamics that they use, the kinds of sounds that they use, the tempos they use. How somebody might play Flight of the Bumblebee can give a pretty good insight into what they value in life and what.
Yeah, cello suite is a really good example of that. Like, it's like how people play fucking Gymno PD. Like, one of my favorite songs. Is so many people play it in so many different ways. I could only deal with like a couple of them though, because some of them get on my fucking nerves and I skip parts of it. And I don't really like it at all. But I agree with that. That's a good take. That's a good take.
What they think the value of music is and the value to be heard in music.
So you get someone's priorities when you listen. You always get someone's priorities. If you know what, the instrument, it is really wonderful to be able to say, oh, okay, this person cares about this, cares less about that, and you get someone's value system.
It's interesting to hear the same artists record the same music at different points in their career because you hear their value system change with.
Hold on, real quick. One of my Unkippen College freshman friends from high school is going to my school for music education for cello. Oh, congratulations to him! Stanford. That's good. Okay, good for them. Cello being difficult. I'm gonna say any musical instrument is difficult. I think cello was really fun. But cello was fun because yes, it is difficult. Technique matters a lot. There's a lot of movement involved. It's very like it's a very like interactive. You're kind of going all over the place with it. Like it's taking up a lot of your body. Your legs don't do anything, but both your arms and your fingers are doing so much. And that's how people talk about like vibrato and getting into it and everything. It's a lot. It's really fun. It's really fun. It's hard. But I think any musical instrument is hard. But cello's fun because you just fucking you go in on that shit.
What they might bring to different choices in phrasing.
Y'all see cello players, right? The cello players that get in and they just like like this is going off, right? It's so fun.
Articulation, instrumentation, tempo, etc. You can kind of hear this change with the Mahavishnu Orchestra. The album version of Vital Transformation feels pretty good to me. The band is locked and grooving, and it's significantly slower than the live version. But I definitely don't hear the desire to feel good in the live version from Central Park. You hear them struggling a little bit, and I guess it's an intentional struggle taking place at an unrealistically fast tempo. You hear the value set changing. The Brecker brothers have a tune called Some Skunk Funk that went through a similar transformation from going from a feelin' good 70s jazz funk track to an absolutely over-the-top live version. There's a Facebook post from the keyboardist George Whitty that explains how this transformation happened. What was happening on this tour is that Mike was playing a little game with Dennis, kind of questioning his manhood about the tempo on this tune. After the set, Dennis would look at Mike and Mike would say, well, I suppose that's fast enough. I'm sure you're doing your best. I appreciate the effort, Dennis. You're doing a very workmanlike job of it. And so forth. And Dennis would just smile his little smile, and the next night it would be 10 BPM faster. And it was really kind of a race to see who would cap out faster. Dennis with his ferocious chops, or Mike with his.
That's funny.
When you push yourselves and your compatriots to play faster, are you just engaged in some pointless machismo? Is this a whiplash kind of thing?
Don't slow down.
I mean, maybe, honestly, but I do think that there is something different between young guitarists flailing through Flight of the Bumblebee at 1,000,000 BPM and Michael Brecker and John McLaughlin improvising at breakneck speeds. One seems like it's an attempt to feel good and cool and accepted by people, and another seems like it might be coming from a deeper place. The Mahavishnu Orchestra was really into using music as a vehicle for spiritual exploration, a means of achieving the divine through music, transcendence, and all of that. I mean, it was the 1970s, this is what you did. It would honestly be a little bit weirder if you didn't. The liner notes to their debut album were written by John McLaughlin's guru, Sri Chinmoy. It consisted only of a poem entitled Aspiration, which might as well have been a mission statement for the band. Aspiration, in its simplest definition, is a lovely flame climbing heavenward. True aspiration can and does make us feel that if God is for us, who can eventually stand against us? We feel a desire to have God on our side, but
God.
we need the aspiration to throw ourselves on God's side.
God.
The Mahavishnu Orchestra threw themselves at the music with this intense aspirational energy that you can really hear in their live recordings. You really hear when the Mahavishnu Orchestra shreds, they're going for something, which led me to make this video in the first place to ask some of these questions. Is there a virtue that can only be attained through the performance of fast music?
I guess.
Is there a virtue in doing hard things for the sake of difficulty when the easier thing would simply be better? If musical cognition is based on our body and how our bodies interact with the world and understand it, if you free yourself from the constraints of your body and you become transcendent, are you able to do anything musically? Like, are there musical limitations anymore? Could you shred yourself to godhood? That is the eponymous vital transformation. Finding beauty in the struggle to go beyond your corporeal form and break the musical speed limit.
Oh, shit.
For me, jazz is a way of liberation. It can be. But then you ask yourself, liberation from what? For me, the answer is to be free from myself. I want to lose myself completely.
Now, I, for one, embrace my body, my corporeal form, because it makes me feel more human, it makes me feel more like myself. And this is despite all of its limitations, like, for example, needing to shave. Let me tell you about this thing, a safety razor. Now, I used to use those 5-bladed cartridge razors, but they were extremely expensive in the long run. Like, I was spending $100 to $150 a year just to keep myself looking nice and trim and pretty for the camera, which was not the most sustainable way of going about things, both for my budget and the environment. Enter the safety razor, this thing from Henson Shaving, today's sponsor. Now, the main advantage of safety razors is that you could potentially...
Girl.
It's for free. Just remember to add both your razor and your blades to the shopping cart before applying your promo code Adam Neely for your free blades, which will last you basically forever. You'll be set for like years, not constantly having to buy those cartridges. Just a quality razor with quality blades.
I hate how he ends videos. He just does that. Whiplash reviewed by a jazz musician. Okay, hold on. Let me show you the Sonic video real quick. What the fuck? Okay, let's see. Quartz. Quadrant. Analyze. That bit's pretty good. I know, right? No, like I love Adam's videos. They're really, really nice. Hang on.
Sonic CD doesn't have much of a story, they said. But this overlooks how the visuals and music are teeming with narrative. And Quartz Quadrant's Crystal Mining Cave is the tome at the center of it all. The present track has 2 main sections, each with their own chord progression. Interestingly, the bad future is based only on Section A, while the good future is built only on the present Section B. This way, the present track gives you a sampling of both potential futures that result from your actions. So what's happening in the present Section A? It opens with the drum line so prominent you can't miss it, snapping along as the badniks report for work, for another shift of crystal harvesting underground, with these militant rolls on the snare drum. And don't worry, no wrist injuries were reported during the making of this soundtrack. Instead of risking carpal tunnel by tapping rapidly up and down, snare hits this fast benefit from elasticity and bounce physics, just like our blue protagonist, because a properly tuned snare drum provides elastic bounce just by using the planet's gravity. Like how ping pong balls behave. But applying some wrist pressure can increase that bounce speed, getting you a lightning fast hit rate without spraining a joint. And the intro's lead-in to Section A explodes with some blatant rim shots. That technique where you hit the snare drum head and the rim simultaneously, for that distinctive metallic whack. And in this track, it's more rim than snare head. Section A settles into this speedy backbeat of 230 beats per minute.
Wait.
We should expect this.
Your school offers a physics of music class? That sounds... I wonder who that'll be useful for. But that sounds super fucking cool. What?
This in a level where the floor itself compounds your speed.
Wonder what homework would be.
Tails certainly appreciates.
I'm being propelled forward. Now I can keep up with Sonic.
The chord progression is an ongoing Dorian vamp of chords 1 and 4. And the arrangement provides a fantastic call and response between the two lead instruments. When featuring the piano and brass leads so prominently in the same section, it helps if each instrument takes its own turn to be the focus of attention, so they don't clutter up the song by stepping over each other. Each time the piano declares its pentatonic walkdown shape, the brass responds in kind, and it is within this incubator that the Sonic Mania sound was born. The composition provides significant variety in melodic progression, since each of the 4 repeating piano walkdowns are answered by a unique melody on the brass. This variety of melodic responses foreshadows the freeform style of the past track, especially the 4th and final, pushing higher and higher to the 3, 5, Dorian 6, past the octave to peak at the 5, with a crash cymbal to toss you into Section B.
Yes, get to my part.
Chord progression serves as the basis of the good future track, a sequence outlined by arpeggios on the classical guitar. As distinct from a normal acoustic guitar with its steel strings, classical guitar strings are typically made of nylon, a synthetic plastic made from petroleum of all things, which Eggman's always on the lookout for in mineral-rich quadrants like these. These nylon strings are typically played by fingerpicking, instead of normal strumming with a pick. This makes for a softer, sophisticated sound. Who could forget the serene arpeggios on classical guitar at Zora's Domain? Grab a cocktail and a comfy spot by the pool. These arpeggios outline the chords that will recur in the good future, propelling Sonic along at ice-skating speeds on the mine's conveyor belts. And don't forget that this is written in a minor key, because Section B's call and response sequence sorta hides it by centering its activity on the 3, which is the tonic home bass note of the relative major scale. All of these notes are in the minor scale, but they're used in a way that suggests major scale behavior. but we can only avoid the grim realities for so long, with the concluding minor 3, 2, 1 taking us right back to work in the mines. So, let's see what's at stake in the futures that stem from the present track's 2 sections. Now, the bad future is built solely on Section A, but in this timeline, the call and response format becomes call and nothing. There's no response. It's just Robotnik's word now, the new law of the land. And the second non-response includes a vocal sample. Let's see if you can hear what it says. Yes, that's correct. The words aren't "whoa, we're gonna get this place." A sample that was chopped up and looped in the intro to Enjoy's techno track, Adrenaline. Which itself was sampled from some impromptu stage banter during a Kiss concert, queuing up their song Hotter Than Hell.
I tell y'all, we're gonna get this place hotter than hell.
Does Gene Simmons know that Quartz Quadrant Bad Future is flooded with lava?
That's cool.
Omits the hotter than heck clause. So is Sonic trying to get Quartz Quadrant back from this terrible fate? If so, he's gonna have to work overtime for it.
Isn't this shit so cool? Isn't all this so cool? How do you get this from music? Like, how do you like that is so cool that people can just deconstruct it like that. It's how are you doing that? That's what?
Because this double time tempo sprint cranks the BPM up to a blazing 290. And this great effect on the bass makes it sound like bubbling lava. And the syncopated pull, just 1/16th note before the next measure begins, it just massages the musical brain. Who knew lava could relieve headaches? Interesting that this same bass effect is used in the good future as well. But instead of the bad futures sticking rigidly to the pentatonic
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Gets back some of the melodic agility heard at Collision Chaos. With these syncopated pizzicato strings and the return of the present's response melody, welcome to a Hollywood so deluxe that even the red carpet moves. The chords from the present section B recur here, arranged so divinely that it nearly hides the fact of its minor key, especially starting off with the heavenly sound of this major 7th chord, with that major 7th interval held as the 6th of the following chord. And there's even more narrative clues in the audio, because with the ecosystem preserved, these seagulls are partying like it's $29.99. Although the Korg synthesizer that creates this sound classifies it as crickets, so decide for yourself which creature they sound like. But now that we've established the two realities at stake, we'll head back to prehistory, where the party is only getting started. Upon Sonic's arrival, the bass roars like an ancient force awakening, with the deep history of this
I love the past.
Seagulls,
It's
trees and spirits. These bass jumps sidestep the tonic, instead outlining the 9, 7, and 5.
This song is Pride Month. I don't know how to explain it, but Quartz Quadrant's past. It's I don't know. It's just, you know, it's just a little fruity. You know what I mean? It's fruity. I don't know how to say it. It's just fruity. I don't know.
That make up the 9th chord shape. The call and response portion doesn't have as concrete of a melodic response, instead presenting an ocean of rhythm centered upon the clave. That rhythmic pattern letting you know that we're in Little Planet's version of Latin America. It differs from the standard 4/4 rhythm, which has quarter notes on each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the clave involves this specific pattern of emphasized beats featuring 2 eighth notes, then 2 dotted eighths and an eighth, which is bound to sound familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This results in 2 unequal halves, and this asymmetry leads to the tension and release effect of a rubber band that tightens up then releases the energy. It's a perfect complement to the back and forth snap-back movement patterns of salsa dancing. Here's how it occurs in Quartz Quadrant. Now in this level you can see that every other measure takes the last note and does a syncopated split from where the note would otherwise be. And feel free to experiment with variations on this shape while composing, because the sky's the limit. Because even when your supporting melodies don't match it note for note, they can still reference the strong beats of the clave. That supporting line kicks off in section B, and the lead melody during this portion bears a strong
Please get to the second part. It's so good.
This minor-keyed lament communicates the concerning plight of the natural natives, looking to Sonic to step up when it counts. In terms of melodic progression, it might seem a little sus that we're just repeating the same melody 3 times, but the last iteration layers these notes a third above the core melody. And there's this one specific note singled out for a staccato accent, the fragile gem of the bayou. But Robotnik has already begun the takeover of these natural resource reserves, and with the potential apocalypse brewing in the cards, the native population's gonna party like it's 1999. One last chance to boogie like the rave scene in The Matrix Reloaded.
Let me hear it.
So get your dance shoes, cause it's time for the improvisational solo.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
You're all here. The game's original soundtrack is a tale of 2 composers, with the Quartz Quadrant track bearing the key hallmarks of Naofumi Hataya's compositional style. If there's an adventurous solo in this game that's captured your imagination, it's probably his. In comparison to Ogata's tendency towards synthetic instruments and melodic repetition, Hataya leans into acoustic, naturalistic textures that go wild in the best way during these freeform improvisational segments, which is right at home in a game like this, because much has been said about Sonic CD's sprawling, interconnected level design, but the game doesn't pretend otherwise, and this off-the-wall solo conveys any number of wild paths and maneuvers. After all, this is a level with as many as 4 different levels of route options to
4?
pick. Gotta love this wacky oscillation between the 4 and tritone, whipping back and forth as Sonic slides through these twisty, soft-serve tubes. And the crowning moment, as Sonic closes in on the generator, parallels the gradually ascending melody peaks from the present. But instead of each new height pushing upward, this time it tumbles down diagonally with each jump instead. We can say this section has an improvisational feel, but it's not like Hataya just did some one-take riffing on the fly, because every note is deliberate, just as every slope angle and spring trajectory is calculated too. The ultimate playground for you to improvise in paths you don't often go to, when a time travel slip-up requires a detour. The US soundtrack's past music is equally majestic, while the present and future
Bye. Sorry. Sorry, we're done. Bye. We're about to Kitchen Nightmares. Nope. Wait. All right.
Tuckahoe, New York, a wealthy old commuter town 45 minutes north of Manhattan, and home to the Old Stone Mill restaurant and bar. But now the Old Stone Mill is in danger of grinding to a halt for good.
Okay, 6 years ago I took this place and I began my quest to convert this old mill into a
Hi, Tara. Good to see you.
And here we are, open 4 years now.
Done. We took a risk. There's no investors here. You know, we built it out.
I did everything in here myself. Is this the
Oh, that's not good.
right spot? All the woodwork, the carpentry, the plumbing. The only thing
You did the plumbing?
didn't get involved in was the electrical work.
Oh.
Okay. I don't believe there's a better operator or restaurateur than me. But no one's coming in or trying to come in.
I'm embarrassed that I can't go out with the sides that I need for a table.
My boss, Dean, he's a handy ass. He has come in and screamed at me.
Come on, man, read the fucking tickets.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
What the fuck?
Do I still have passion for food?
Ooh. Not looking like it, buddy. I don't know.
And it
Oh.
shows.
Oh.
There were days I just couldn't think of eating the food.
I eat my food and my family eats my food. And I think it's good.
We don't have a very young crowd. There is a assisted living facility right behind us, and we do have a lot of the blue heads come in. That's the customer base.
Hopefully the entrees will come soon.
Service, please.
We do have a problem with the service because it is very hard to get people to work here.
Can I get someone here to clean this sink? Missing a dish here, missing a knife, a little piece of glass on the table. Never hurt anyone, right? I have a reoccurring nightmare that I've had from day one. What happens if I open up, staffed up, food ready, and no one decides to come here? Well, it happened this year. I don't know. I don't have answers for that. I wish I did.
When you're making no money, it's very hard to convince you that tomorrow is going to be a better day when you have bills to pay.
It's not that nice when it's
Not her. Oh my god. Look. Look how she ate that.
Day when you have bills to pay.
Look how she ate that. Nobody in the fucking whole restaurant. I'd be eating my salad next to the bar. And nobody in the building.
It's not that nice when it's slow. When it's slow, there's a lot of sad faces.
You tell me what to do.
Well, he's
Tell me what to
right.
do. Let everybody earn money and let Dean take it in the ass, as always.
Why aren't more people coming here? I don't know. I really, really don't know. Being behind on my mortgage and
Not the American.
Foreclosing on my house, I couldn't take it. I can't take it.
Hi, honey.
Hi, babe.
I need money for dry cleaning.
Money. What about these people?
What the fuck? Not. Okay, sorry. That's just funny to me. It's not. Hi, honey. How are you? How's the day going? How you doing? You know, good to see you. What? Hi, honey.
I need money for dry cleaning.
Money. What about these people?
Money.
I think my wife might know. These last couple of months have been the worst ever for me. I'm gonna be up here and see who the lucky people are that are gonna get paid today.
This restaurant isn't just a restaurant. It's our life, it's our future, it's our children's future.
Yeah, I agree. What is he doing? Why is he like this?
you. Bye.
We're all ready to go. And himself, he'll be here any minute.
I almost drove by this place. What a beautiful building. What scares me is why no one's eating here. I'm about to find out. What, dear? Gordon, how are you? I'm Dean Morazzo. Nice to see you.
Very nice to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Thanks for coming by. No matter what you say, the guy's a winner. His Michelin stars are like World Series rings. He's got them.
Tom? Tom, how are you? This is the barman, yes?
This is the chief cook and bottle washer here.
Okay, fantastic.
You know, I know his credentials. I know how good he is.
I'm starving.
Oh, okay. I do believe Gordon could help the restaurant, but how much so, I don't know.
Jeannie, this is Gordon Ramsay.
When he approached me and put out his hand, said hello to me. Well, first of all, I like blonde men, so he was adorable.
Well, sorry.
I felt a very warm feeling.
So glamorous.
Gordon will be a plus in my life.
This is our menu. It says a little history on one side and our menu on the other.
Thank you.
You got it.
So I'd like to know the cupcakes are homemade with fresh cub meat. Fresh cub. Lovely. I'll start off with crab cake. I'd like to see shrimp, please. I'll have the chopped salad, please. Thank you. And then for main course, risotto. And then I'll go for the tilapia en papillote.
Michael, you do things your way.
I am very nervous. He's going to come in here, I'm going to cook for him, and he's going to say,
Are you chewing gum?
Yes.
You are. Is that normal?
I suppose.
Ready? Apart from being slow, the waiters think it's normal to chew gum. Hey?
Come on, let's go.
Send it out.
When you have somebody of his caliber come in, I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna say.
Cool. Thank you.
Looks kind of nice.
It tastes really strange.
Okay. 2 seconds in.
I can't put my finger on it. Something really weird in there. It's like a sour mayonnaise flavor.
I'm hoping that he likes one of the dishes that he ordered. 2 of the dishes, maybe all of the dishes.
Bloody hell.
Oh, fuck. That's some big-ass shrimp.
Wrapped in filo paste, deep fat fried. I've eaten some prawns in my life, but fuck me, that's a first. Bloody hell.
Make it out, Gordon.
Is this a popular dish on the menu?
Yes.
Wow.
So far, I don't think he's liked the food.
Oh. You think so? Girl, what the fuck is that? Is that a funnel? Oh.
What is that? Chop salad. Oh, chop salad, sorry, excuse me. Look at that. What's that squashed into? Looks like it's been squashed into an ice cream cone. Okay, that's it there. Right, that sits on top. Was the chef a mechanic?
No.
No.
Aside from its appearance, people actually enjoy it. You know, this is my house. He was in my house and he was embarrassing me.
Okay. Please don't make me eat any more of this shit.
take this out while this is still puffy, please.
Lovely, thank you. Looks like someone's had a shit in the bag and stuck it in the oven.
Stop! You're so mean! Stop it! Stop. What is this problem? Stop! Oh my god! Holy shit! He really tried, please! Oh, I'd cry. Oh, I'd be on the ground. Oh, I'd be on my knees crying. Oh shit!
Oh dear.
Disappointment was written all over his face. He doesn't like any of the food so far.
It's gross.
Hi, Ira. Good to see you.
Gross.
Basically told me everything was serving his shit. What'd you expect him to say? Everything was great? Every single dish he had sucked? You know, I can't help but get defensive.
Risotto. The chef likes all these little mashed lamb's lettuce. Sadly, it's hot and disgusting. The rice just...
Oh. What season is this? Ooh, good question. Season, no fucking idea.
Like, sort of
Oh, season 1.
sticks to the roof
No?
of your mouth. Well, a restaurant can't even cook a simple mushroom risotto. It's a big worry.
Gordon didn't like the food. Didn't seem to like anything. So nobody's feeling too good right now.
If you're going to be a restaurateur, at least know what your food tastes like. I don't think this guy's got a fucking clue what his food tastes like. Okay, take a seat. Sure. Sit down. Right, that was interesting. Interesting, but bitterly disappointing. Is that canned crab? That's not fresh crab meat, is it? It's canned crab. When I asked very politely, is the crab meat fresh? The waiter told me, yes, of course it is.
The waiter told you that was fresh crab meat?
Yeah, that's why I ordered it. First one arrived stone cold.
I'm sorry.
Let's have a little taste there. And eat that for me. Looking at it, it looked like it'd come out of a baby's diaper. Huh? No one's gonna come back for that. That as a chopped salad. I mean, it's hideous.
Her fucking face.
Huh? No one's gonna come back for that. That as a chopped salad. I mean, it's hideous. Let's have a taste of that. My 8-year-old daughter could cook better than that.
Probably from anyone else, I would have threw the table over and threw them out.
Oh my God.
Your food's crap.
He's a little harsh, and he got to be a little abusive on the food.
Oh, shit. What the hell did we get into? If you think that you're going to continue running this business, serving that shit, you may as well turn this place into a museum. You may as well come back for this.
I was pissed.
Not the Azula. Not the Azula noise. Wait. The Azula sound. Oh my God. Where's it at? Where's it at?
One hair out of place. Hello, brother.
The fucking.
Turn this place into a museum. No one's going to come back for this.
I was pissed. Real pissed. I wanted to take the plate and smash it on top of the chef's head.
In order to fully understand all the issues of the Old Stone Mill, it's time to get tight-lipped Dean to open up.
Yeah, let's open up.
These questions may not be comfortable, Dean, but unless I understand the full scenario, then I can't get this place back online. One thing I'd like to know is the financial situation. Are you aware of the current financial situation, Barbara?
He kind of keeps me in the dark a little bit.
I don't want her to worry. No reason for her to share these anxiety and nerves that I have. Totally.
No reason for your wife to share the anxiety and no reason to share your anxieties and worries with the person you are. Okay.
Necessary.
I try not to bring it up. It's always easier just to kind of not think about what's going on here, and that's probably one of the reasons why I don't
Okay, but she's gorgeous. Like what?
come down very often to the restaurant, because what you don't know can't hurt you. I just choose not to deal with it right now. I'll let him deal with it.
Yeah, but if the house gets taken away and you lose that, then you've got every reason to be worried. The bottom line is you're losing money.
Correct. Every week.
Every week.
Yes.
If we had to close tonight, just switch everything off.
Yeah.
What would we owe?
Oh.
$500,000.
$500,000? I mean, okay, that's fine, but we need to be bringing in some money. When are we going to set a profit? We're not making money. What?
$500,000. Yeah.
It wouldn't be good for our marriage, I don't think, if he would risk, you know, everything that we possibly had in the world.
You got money tied up in the home, mortgage-wise?
Oh, sure. A mortgage, a second mortgage, and a home equity line.
God, so that's backed up big time.
Yeah.
How do you manage in terms of getting through month to month in terms of mortgage payments, suppliers, salaries, your salary?
What do you want me to say? It's you know, I'm in hell right now.
Please don't get upset.
I know, I
No, no,
I
no.
won't.
But
No,
don't-
it's
you know,
just-
it's crucial for me to understand exactly where we are.
No, I know.
I've got to be really frank and honest. That's why you're here.
Nothing is more telling to Gordon than observing a full dinner service. Fortunately, it's Saturday night, the one night the restaurant is busy.
Hi, how are you?
All right. Well, enjoy your dinner.
Hi, folks, how are you? I know you'll be happy with that, and
Is this where are we at? Jersey? Where are we?
can't go wrong. Tonight, I am on the edge, because now the fear of failure is setting in.
The cashew chicken.
Prime rib, medium rare.
Mushroom risotto.
As orders begin to arrive in the kitchen,
Fried calamari, chopped salad, crab cakes, 1 prime rib, medium rare, 2 cashew chicken.
Chef Michael is clearly frustrated.
Ever see anybody run a line by themselves?
Not like this before, no.
You know, it's just me, and you have to get it done, you get it done. It's not easy when you're by yourself. It really isn't.
No, I'm not saying it is easy.
Michael works more than is expected of a normal chef. He does above and beyond.
As Chef Michael continues to fight the battles alone in the kitchen,
Nice to meet you, Lisa.
owner Dean and manager Tom are in their own world in the front of the house.
Just another day in paradise, huh? Hi, how are you? Perfect. I think I might have a beer with you.
Look at him.
Another day in paradise, huh? Hi, how are you?
I couldn't do this. I would be hysterical. I could not. If I looked over and saw Gordon Ramsay staring at me, holy fuck, like judging me in the middle of me working, I'd break down in tears. I wouldn't be able to fucking tolerate it. Look at him, just like
Perfect. I think I might have a beer with you.
Oh, really?
Cheers. Say the truth.
Oh, no.
There is no place like this in Pennsylvania. There's no place like
Pennsylvania.
As the manager here, I do whatever it takes to keep the place running smoothly.
Tom's my favorite. I love Tom.
And where's your strengths? Your strengths in what?
Hopefully the entrees will come soon.
They should be.
That's true.
An hour into dinner service, and the overly embellished dishes finally emerge from the kitchen.
Mike tries to presentate the food real nice.
What's this crack here with the calamari in the martini glass?
We're just trying different presentation because the dishes we have suck.
Suck? I can't believe you've been so fucking polite. Holy mackerel.
I don't even know what to tell you.
And neither Gordon or the customers are impressed.
I think Mike has too much garlic.
Okay, so it's so funny whenever this happens. Stop. It is by far my least favorite thing. Like anytime you have people and they know that Kitchen Nightmares is about to be there, or like Hell's Kitchen's about to be there, they're gonna fuck it. You know they're about to say some shit about the fucking food because they just want to be on camera every time. Every time they're just gonna say it every time. They're always gonna be like, I don't know, it's a little too like, oh.
Is it cold? Is there enough sauce on these cashew chickens?
Sauce?
Yes, there is. When it just becomes a job, not that you don't care, not that you don't put any effort, but it's just the same shit every day.
By the way, the paper's edible.
I've never had my dinner served to me in a brown paper bag.
I don't know why the fries are looking remarkably shitty tonight.
In your business right now,
Yeah.
I wish that was the only problem, a fucking French fry.
Is it cold? Send it back.
Send it back, yeah. Excuse me. You they okay? Just okay?
Just okay.
Just okay?
With food now being sent back to the kitchen, already behind, Michael is now totally overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'd be busy too.
I need a risotto and a tilapia, and that's done.
And Dean is not helping the problems, but adding to them.
I got backed up because there was too much at once.
Oh my God! Come on, get this to 28 boo-boo right now. Mikey, get a risotto.
It's overcooked. God damn it. Got me very frustrated. Let the customer wait. If he waits 20 minutes and he's happy, or he waits 20 minutes, gets crap, what's worse? Let him wait 20 minutes and be happy.
Give me that dish, man. Please send it out right now.
Michael,
Yes, sir.
are you happy with that risotto?
Not really, chef, no.
Michael, if you're not happy with it, why'd you serve it, my man? chef to chef now.
What?
Forget Dean.
Where's the tilapia? That's what I want right now.
In the oven. Yeah.
Dean, he's the owner. Ultimately, it's his decision.
Hey.
Yeah. Right now, I just want to get people their food. What's the matter with this?
It's very salty. Mushroom risotto.
I'm gonna try some. Your risotto thing is disgusting. Yeah, you should send it back.
Oh my god. Oh, see, you're supposed to be like, I thought it was fun. I like to beat, so yeah. You're supposed to be nice. Ugh.
Does it make you feel better if we rush this to the table?
No.
I'm trying to ask the chef about some form of standard, and you're just like, get the fucking shit out of
Because
there.
the lady asked me 3 times for food.
I'm amazed. You know that more than anything.
I don't know what you want me to say to you.
Your restaurant is on the arse. That's what I'm.
But it's
fascinated
done.
about.
It's done, Gordon. It's done.
I love the facade you put across it. You know
It's
that.
not a facade. It's
Yes,
not
it
a-
is.
No, it's not.
Actually, we were just going to ask you about the risotto.
I think it's really salty. I don't really like the taste of it. Okay, thank you. The risotto.
What did they say? They sent back your favorite dish. Risotto.
Dean's willingness to send out substandard risotto typifies what's wrong with the Old Stone Mill. In addition, a great deal of Dean's energy has gone into beautifying the restaurant. But the menu has been neglected.
I don't think you understand the real reason why I'm here. The inconsistency of the food is obvious. The food needs some serious attention, and yet no one seems to address.
Fucking Tom! Tom, please! Tom is so funny!
The food needs some serious attention.
He's like, wow.
And yet no one seems to address it. I asked Michael, are you happy with the risotto? He said no. And you said, no, I've got to serve it, They'll be waiting 50 minutes. Have you any idea how much damage you're causing?
What do you want? What do you
Well, it's not
want?
about what
do
I
you want?
It's just what I'm miffed. I'm not too sure if you're actually hungry for the change, you know that? It's one thing to believe in a dream, but it's another thing to actually be in a dream world. For every plate of food we send, we're narrowing the chances of this place becoming successful. And I think you bully them into making sure that they get brainwashed to how you think. Well, let me tell you something. What you think is wrong.
It's tough to get poked at all day.
I feel like poking back right now.
I'm trying to get through to you. So if I can't get through to you, I've got no chance. I think you're treating this like a game.
How dare you accuse me of not having a commitment?
Dare you? I don't dare you. I'm telling you.
You're not telling me anything. This is your own figment of your imagination that I don't have a commitment to this place.
Dean's a fighter. He's not going to back down from a challenge.
You just give me 2 minutes, you guys. Would you mind? You float on the customers coming round, blowing smoke up your ass.
That's right, I do. When I ask people how their food is and they tell me it's good, it makes me feel good.
I don't grovel around my customers, kissing. How was it? Please tell me.
You don't go to the table and ask people how their meal was? Or no, you probably pay 10 people to go to the table.
I
and
listen
ask
to the
them.
phone every morning to see how fucking fully booked I am.
This is what I get paid to do.
Wait, oh shit, wait, hold on, wait.
I listen to the phone every morning to see how fucking fully booked I am.
This is what I get paid to do.
To stand in here.
That's what I get paid to do, to stand here next to people and give them a good fucking experience. That's what I get paid
and
for.
watch this shit come out.
No, that's
and
your
then feel
opinion.
good about it.
No, I don't feel good
There
about
you go
it.
again, that's my
I don't
opinion.
feel good about it.
You fucking do.
It's what I gotta do. That's what I do.
You're a fake.
Fuck you, you're a fake.
You're a fucking fake. Is that how you're gonna act? Walk away? You're not face it like a fucking man?
Damn. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay the fake. I don't know, man. Yeah, he kind of got ate up. He kind of sent him to Gag City. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know, man. It's kind of over at this point. Let's wrap it up.
It's what I gotta do. That's what I do.
You're a fake.
Fuck you. You're a fake.
You're a fucking fake.
You're full of shit.
Is that how you're gonna act? Walk away? You're not face it like a fucking man?
I face everything like a man. I don't
You
shy
do?
away from nothing. That's right. Nothing. Nothing. Not you. Nothing. I have a commitment to this place that you'll probably
The fucking music.
never have to any place in your life, ever.
What?
What?
Did I stutter? I just told you how I feel about this place. I'm not gonna suck your dick to make you believe me. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me.
You don't like the truth, Dean.
No, I
one's
do like the
told you.
truth.
No one's
I hear
burst
the
your
truth.
fucking bubble.
I heard the truth of my life more than you'll ever hear the truth of your life.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what you think.
You take pride in your hair, your trousers, your shirt. You're well groomed. I just want you to take pride in what the fuck you do in a business. And if you applied what you applied in yourself each and every day, you won't be serving that shit. Right now, we've got some issues in here. And unless you're prepared to change, this place has got no chance. And you've had it all your own fucking way for such a long time. And it's not going to continue being like that. One thing that has to change instantly, you.
Period. I mean,
ironically, it's Dean's.
I mean, honestly, let's give him a round of applause. Like, I mean, like, I just.
Fear of failure that is preventing him from making the necessary changes for success. But before Gordon can put his plan for change into action, he decides to explore the local competition.
Italian, Chinese restaurant, next door to pizzeria, an American bistro. How weird. Another Italian. Restaurants everywhere. Another Italian. My yard. How are you?
Very good.
Good to see you.
You too.
And what a beautiful little shop.
Thank you very much.
Busy little place?
Very busy.
Fantastic. So the great meat eaters here?
Yes, they are. They love their steaks, and they like them thick.
Been up and down the street. There's not one steakhouse anywhere.
No, there isn't.
Why has no one ever opened one here?
I don't know.
But if there was a steakhouse locally, you could supply it.
It would be a pleasant change.
Well, listen, thank you.
Okay,
Good to see you. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul.
Chef, thank you again.
Take care.
Okay, sir.
Nice.
Now armed with local knowledge, Gordon knows that to turn this restaurant around, he must get the chef back on track.
Michael, this restaurant needs to be known for something. First big change. Prime rib.
Prime rib.
On the bone.
Okay.
This is a special to get this place in the right direction, to make your life easier and to make service quicker.
I am very nervous. It's not every day that you get to cook with a world-class chef.
You know how to slice it from there, don't you?
Down and all up.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and put that beef in, yeah?
I'm excited to learn those new dishes. And then after time, just put my own spin on them and hope he doesn't come back and throw me under the bus.
The idea behind the chopped salad is having
I swear to God, I do not agree. Oh no, you better okay. If Gordon Ramsay taught me how to make something, okay, I don't give a fuck. I am making it that way for the rest of my goddamn life, okay? I am not adding my little twist. Huh? Gordon Ramsay huh? A little twist? You're crazy. This dude is insane.
A little bit of crunch there, yeah? Romaine, shredded, a few chives, a little bit of bacon in there. Half dressed so it stays nice and crunchy. Little seasoning on the avocado, your tomato, chopped egg, a few chives. Whee! Meltdown. Okay? Yes? Oh, just think of the complaints. What? You're not stuffing my salad in a funnel? What do you mean you're not serving me a funnel salad? Mike, you all right with this?
I'm fine with that. I laughed my ass off. When he burned those funnels with the creme brulee torch, I laughed. And I understood his point. There's nothing wrong with a simple salad. Don't try and make it anything that it's not.
If they come and ask me for their salad to be stuck inside a funnel, I will personally lift them and put them next door in the retirement home. Okay? Last of the fucking funnel.
With the chef re-energized, Gordon turns his attention to the owner and his team. Dean has always had the desire to succeed. Now Chef Ramsay is about to tell him how to do it.
Okay, I've done my homework. I've been out and about and I've studied hard. What isn't in the town? There's not one good steakhouse anywhere in this town. This place has got every chance of becoming a phenomenal steakhouse.
Chef Gordon's idea of a steakhouse would really work here. He's 100% right that there is nothing else in the area.
Give the locals what they want and get them come in time and time again and make money.
I'm listening to Gordon.
And make money. Okay, you know what? I gotta. You know what? Wait, maybe I should hear that. Hold on.
He's 100% right that there is nothing else in the area.
I gotta hear this. Wait, maybe we all need to hear this. Let me hear that one more time. One more time. Say it one more time for the people. For the people. What do you gotta say?
His idea of a steakhouse would really work here. He's 100% right that there is nothing else in the area.
Give the locals what they want and get them come in time and time again and make money.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm listening
all
to
right.
Gordon.
Period.
I'm listening to everything he said. And he's making all these changes. But when the changes are done, I don't know if he's going to get people through the door.
This place oozes steakhouse. I cannot tell you.
Look forward to it.
How did you see it?
I can't afford to make many changes because I can't afford to alienate or lose what I have right now.
I'm fuming. See, give me a little bit of manhood.
I'm not insane. I had a vision.
Shulk? Shulk? Shulk?
I'm not insane. I had a vision. You cooked a simple prime rib? That was your resurrection of the place, was a simple prime rib?
Hey,
I'm
I've got
speechless.
12 successful restaurants, highly profitable, and you, my man, missed out on a fucking trick.
When you change concepts, when you change direction so radically, I think that's a sign of weakness.
Weakness? What do you mean weakness? That means new steakhouse in the fucking city. Everyone's gonna go fucking check out the fucking new steakhouse. What is he talking about? Is he insane? Is he out of his mind? What are you talking about? Weakness? Huh? What's weak is the fucking equity you have in this business. That's what's weak. Are you kidding me? $500,000 in debt. Huh? What's weak is your bank account. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Weakness?
Tomorrow, we're changing the menu. We're going to relaunch the restaurant. You've got some serious thinking to do. Good night.
It's day 4, relaunch day, and time for Dean to embrace
That's
the
what he
changes
deserves.
that will hopefully save his restaurant. Gordon secretly has brought in his design team, who worked through the night to spruce up the Old Stone Mill.
You know, when I first arrived here, yeah, I drove by this beautiful building without actually realizing it was a restaurant. No sign.
No.
Nothing. Let's have a look, yes?
Yeah, man.
1, 2, 3, up. Look at it. Beautiful. The natural stone, the Old Stone Mill Steakhouse. Now we know what the place is when we drive by.
When they unveiled the sign, it was just absolutely beautiful. I was breathtaking.
Dean, do you like it?
I love it.
Huh?
It's great.
Very nice. Look next to it. Yeah.
Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do it? Call the sign guy, work out a barter with him, do a trade, do something, and get the sign. I could have. I don't know why.
Right, let's go inside. There's more. History. This is all the stuff that's been upstairs that you've been kept away. So when customers aren't waiting, you know, they can get an insight to what you've done. I want people to know from the first minute they walk in here that your heart is in here.
I was a little intimidated when I first walked in because I didn't know what to expect.
Every nook, every bloody piece of stone. Look, the history's there.
Gordon putting up these pictures of me building the place blew me away.
Okay, there's more. Come through. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Girl, why is there a couch? Okay.
Wow, now everybody can see everybody.
Why is there a fucking couch? Why is there a couch? Is that me? Is that just me? Why is there a couch? Am I crazy? I feel like that's...
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh my god.
I feel like that's wonky.
Wow, now everybody can see everybody.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's just beautiful.
Wait, no, he's me. Wait.
Oh, it's lovely.
couch. Please come on the couch. Please come on the couch.
It's just beautiful. I can't even put it into words.
Barbara? Can we get Barbara in chat, please? Can we get Barbara in chat, please? What the fuck? Barbara?
It's open, it's classic. We've got new plates, new linen, new tableware. Barbara, what do you think? Got rid of the dark colours. Too depressing.
Yes.
Too depressing.
The candles on all the tables, the fresh flowers. It's just bright. It's cheery. It's a place you want to be.
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless.
The same restaurant, same people, but something is different. We have Gordon Ramsay's touch.
Smell.
Let's see if it works. It has to work.
It's there now. There's no fucking excuse. We've got rid of the clutter. Look at it.
Looks great. Huh? Looks great. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know any of this involved any kind of a makeover of any sort. But I'm man enough to admit that it's great.
Even though the improvements to the decor are well received, that was an easy change to accept. Now for the hard one, the new steakhouse menu.
Okay, let's go through the food very, very quickly, yes? Menu. Let's start off with the meats. That's the porterhouse steak for 2. You've got the most amazing ribeye. Next to that, you've got the New York strip, the most popular steak across America.
I expected a blend of the old and new, but changing the menu completely surprised me the most.
Halibut has a really nice sort of rustic, meaty flavor. Yeah, it's a very robust fish, but pan-seared is beautiful. And then the crispy skin salmon, spaghetti or squash, confit shallot.
Oh, wow.
And a really nice crispy skin, yes? Okay, the appetizers. Steamed mussels, nice big bowl, and then the cream corn. Every steakhouse across the States has got cream corn on there. And then my favorite, the Old Stone Mill chopped salad. Sadly, no funnel.
It's going to be a challenge, but it's very exciting to have a new menu.
With 2 hours to go before the doors open, Gordon wants to make sure the restaurant feels like the steakhouse in town. And before anyone eats any food, it will be up to the front of the house staff.
This is now a steakhouse. We're going to confirm it. Each and every table that arrives this evening, a quick presentation. Bingo. Tom, sell it to me.
My worries are that the food's changed, the aesthetics have changed, but I still have my dysfunctional staff.
Hello.
Welcome to the Old Stone Mill Steakhouse. Here are the steaks we have this evening. This is our 21-day aged.
Let's go.
He's like me. He's me. Oh, oh.
This is our.
This is the. This is Well
21-day aged.
Let's go.
We have a. I'm completely out of my comfort zone. You can't expect to win the gold medal in a week. And on the top, a Kobe strip. Come on now.
A Kobe strip. Sounds like a fucking Japanese lap dancing bar.
It's still the same mediocre crew in there.
God almighty.
Gordon has introduced a lot of changes to the Old Stone Mill in just a few days. And with their heads still reeling, it's time for Dean and his staff to rise to the occasion.
Hello, how are you? We're excited about tonight. We're hoping this goes over well for us.
Can I take your coat?
What do you think about the new look?
Gorgeous.
It's a new start. I'm exhausted. I'm emaciated.
Wait, she's got one of those things. Wait, she's got the thing in her hair. Wait. The thing that gives you like the thing, you know the thing, like the little thing? You know the thing, right? Hold on. Y'all know about the thing, right? Hold on. Hold on. The bump it? Yes, wait a minute. The bump it? Hold on. The bump it. Wait. Hold on, where's it at? Please bump it commercial. Please. Where is it?
Are
you tired of flat, boring hairstyles? Do you go through a can of hairspray trying to get that full volumized look? Then bump it up with Bump Its and get that salon-style look, fast and easy. Bump Its are the incredible self-stripping hair accessory that give you perfect style and volume every time. Go from flat to fabulous instantly. Imagine being able to create today's hottest hairstyles in seconds. And they're so easy to use. Anyone can be a stylist. Simply part your hair at the crown.
Wait, this
give
kind
it
of
a
ease.
tease, insert Bump Its, fluff it up, and you're ready to go. Just look at the difference. Amazing. Go sexy, elegant, casual, sassy, flirty.
Sassy?
With sexy, elegant, casual, sassy, flirty, and fabulous. With Bump Its, you'll feel confident and beautiful every day. Styling hair can take forever and it just falls flat. Bump it up and your style lasts all day long. Bump Its are incredibly comfortable, stay completely concealed, and are super secure so they won't fall out. Wear Bump Its anywhere, every day. They're the easiest, most versatile hair accessory you've ever worn. One trip to the salon can cost over $100. So why not?
$100. $100.
Excellent.
Oh. $100. A different time. Oh no, not $100 to get my hair done.
Today and get that salon look every day. You'll also get the small Bump Its. It's great to bump your bangs or bump a ponytail. And the large
I want one.
Perfect for those special occasions or when you want a little extra high volume. Plus, the easy to follow style guide and this professional
Girl, the style guide. Wait, is that just a fucking? Is that a? Is it just do? It's just a little fucking. It's like a little fucking menu, please.
Easy to follow style guide and this professional teasing comb.
Professional teasing comb. Okay. Professional teasing comb. Okay.
Choose from blonde, light brown, or dark brown black. Bump it up with Bump Its. Remember to pick up your Bump Its today.
Okay. Well, bump it.
It's a new start. I'm exhausted. I'm emaciated. I'm tired. I'm anxious.
Take night tonight. Yeah, I sure hope so. I was a little nervous going into it, not knowing a menu at all. Only seeing it maybe at 2 hours before we were supposed to start. Not being ready is always a fear.
Okay, this is the big night. We put a plan together, and now they have to seriously execute it.
Kobe beef medium rare.
I'm stuck. I'd like to know where all the meat.
I love Tom. Please, Tom should own the fucking restaurant. Honestly, that's what should happen. Tom should take over, and then it just becomes like ultra profitable.
If people,
he said, lipstick.
Executed.
Kobe beef medium rare.
I'm stuck. I'd like to know where all the menus are.
if people drop the ball tonight, you won't see them here tomorrow.
Don't know.
Tonight is the night of the big relaunch. Gordon Ramsay's plan for a steakhouse to fill the void in this town has generated some buzz.
Is that the mayor?
And the restaurant is fully booked. Now it's up to Dean and his staff to start building a new reputation for the Old Stone Mill.
Everybody is on their tippy toes. The mayor. Now, where does the big shot go?
Tonight will certainly be an indication of the probability of success for this place.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
The mayor.
Long time no see.
I would be sick. The mayor of Pennsylvania town. Oh my god. Oh, the mayor, Beyonce.
A little intimidated when he first walked in because he's important to me to be here.
Take your coat.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
When this place is full and the mayor's here, if you're not ready, I don't care how good you are. Come on. It's not gonna work.
With the customers and special guests taking their seats, the servers are busy making their rounds with the new menu.
Have the Kobe.
The Kobe beef.
Medium well.
Close that. Hey. Put that away.
Have the Kobe beef.
Put that away. You see all that? You see all that? This is TV, okay? This is national television. Put that away. That too.
And it's obvious the pressure of the relaunch is already getting to Tom.
New York strip. No, I'm sorry, the New York strip, the ribeye, and our Kobe beef special.
Okay.
It was crazy. I mean, this whole situation is crazy, and the whole night, obviously from the beginning, was gonna be crazy. Get some napkins.
Tom, please, Tom. My favorite flop, please. Please, Tom. Oh, he's such a disaster. I love him. I'm rooting for him.
I'm fucking done.
No, you're not. Come on, Tom.
I'm not comfortable with the changes so quick when I don't know if we're ready for it. Too much for me right now. I just need...
We need you.
Sorry, I'll be fine. I really will.
We fucking need you.
We fucking
Well,
need you,
Tom
Tom, please.
Tries to pull himself together.
Yeah, pull together, Tom.
Dry your eyes and come back as the fucking manager, Tom.
Okay.
Okay?
Come on, Tom. Please, you know, manage it,
The
Tom,
first wave of
please.
orders hits
Boy, flop, Tom. I love him.
the kitchen.
Okay, Michael. Watch your temperature, yeah? I don't want the steaks coming back. Okay?
Yes, chef.
Good.
8.
Party of 8, who's 8?
Whatever 8 comes in. There's plenty of...
Me and Robbie get the function. 8.
Party of 8, who's 8?
Whatever 8 comes in.
8.
There's plenty of pressure. A couple of times I lost my composure. Let's go.
Let's go. Jeannie, they're customers, not cattle.
And when Tom does return, he begins to feel the heat once again.
What's that smell?
It's hot as hell in here, isn't it? Yes.
Not the...
Hot in that kitchen.
I'm concerned about Tom. He's sweating like a pig.
Gordon, I don't know what to say.
I'll drive if you had too much. Don't you worry.
Come here. I got a problem. Quick, now. Right, you're running around like a fucking blue-ass fly, yeah? You're fucking sweating like a pig. Get in the bathroom and do something about it.
When Tom came back, I could see he was just totally deranged. He was nervous. He was nervous.
God, it stinks.
It's 45 minutes into dinner service, and though all appears to be going well,
Melts like butter, tastes delicious.
only a few customers have been served, and the mayor is not one of them.
They've got a meltdown down there, and the mayor, yeah? We can't keep him waiting. Yeah. Does Michael know that that's the mayor's table? What table number is that? That's 12. Yeah, just make sure he knows. Do you understand?
I need the mayor's table, man. I'm not getting tickets through this printer right now. Why?
I don't know.
This printer right here is not working? I'm not getting tickets through this computer. It's going to fuck me up. No, the printer's working.
No.
Oh, boy.
It was a disaster. I've already spoken to Dean about that, and I finally screamed, cursed, and yells, get someone in here to fix this now, or we're fucked.
I can't believe that no one's coming in here to fix this fucking computer.
But if nobody wants to hear it, nobody wants to hear it.
How about those steaks? How about those steaks?
He's fucking standing there with his finger up his ass.
I don't know if Dean understands. It'll sink the whole night. And you'll be done.
Oh, God. Now we're seriously in the shit. All the orders are backed up. Tables are waiting. Tom...
Girl, why is there a cameraman posted up back here? Like the fucking one of the cameras is like, okay, you stay here just in case, okay? In the fucking dark. Just oh shit.
Tom switched off, and more importantly, we've kept the mayor waiting 45 minutes. Of all the people to keep waiting, not the fucking mayor.
Not the fucking mayor.
Now more than an hour and 15 minutes into service, and hungry customers are getting restless.
Why is he back? Yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, fuck this guy. Just complaining, bitching. Yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah.
Michael. What I need is the fucking mayor now.
Someone has to fix this computer, because I'm not getting tickets.
Unbelievable. Get me fucking Dean, yeah? Please. Straight away, yes?
Dean, we have to go in the kitchen.
I need the mayor's table, man. I don't know.
It's a fucking hour.
It's not easy getting kicked in the nuts every day and being told that you suck.
I'm fucking embarrassed, man. I told you this. I don't have tickets for this. Why aren't I getting tickets for this? Please help me.
I don't
Ribeye
have
medium
the
rare. Ticket is what I'm saying.
But this is the copy. You gotta have the other half.
This is not my ticket. This comes from the salad printer. It's been an hour and I got nothing.
Read the fucking ticket.
Oh, fucking hell, here we go.
What the fuck? Read the ticket. It's the last fucking table.
Looking.
I need the mayor's
Looking, please, looking.
This is not my ticket. This comes from the salad printer. It's been an hour and I got nothing.
Read the fucking ticket.
Oh, fucking hell, here we go.
What the fuck? Read the ticket. It's the last fucking table.
Oh, for the love of fucking Christ.
Jeannie, 2 seconds, yeah? Don't worry about the fucking coffee. Mike, just come round for 2 seconds, please, yes?
With dinner service on the brink of disaster, Gordon lays it on the line for Dean and his staff.
Let's regroup a little bit, yeah? Let me just tell you the situation. Service is gone. We're all over the place. Let's get this thing back online. We've got to make decisions, especially at this critical moment. All right. This is where I need you now to fight back. This is going to make or break this place.
I was really, really pissed off. But right now, for the sake of the success here, I have to just get through it.
Let's get some appetizers. I'll pump those out real fast, and then we'll get you in there for your entrees. You know what? I will be right back, and I will wrap those up for you.
You know, at this point now, let's work together. Let's correct it. Let's try to correct it.
Sorry for the delay. Give me a steak knife, please. The printer's working. Good deal.
Yeah, it's getting there now.
Good deal.
2 medium rare. 2 medium.
Give me that. It's 34.
Well, bon appetit. I certainly hope it was worth the wait.
Excellent.
And thankfully, Dean gets everyone focused.
There you go. Thank you.
And the night at least finishes successfully.
Okay.
The next day, Gordon wants to make sure that Dean's fear of failure would no longer stand in the way of his potential success.
What really pisses you off the most? What is it?
I know this place could be a raving success. And I'm not being blind and I'm not in a fucking dream world.
The fascinating thing about you, Dean, is that you're scared of failure.
Walk a mile in my shoes and then we'll talk.
I failed before in business.
When?
When I opened a restaurant in my hometown thinking I was the dog's bollocks. And it made me the person I am today, having both success and failure. Don't be scared. You can't keep on sidestepping problems.
But I really believe that he's doing it for my career now. I really believe him. Perhaps deep down I knew that I needed to change, and I can't overlook things anymore.
You can't tiptoe over it. This is your business.
You're right. I gotta implement changes to make this work this time. I can't wait any longer.
With a fresh, new, open-minded attitude, Dean masterfully took control of the front of the house.
Who else is having the filet mignon?
And the back of the house.
That prime rib looks to die for right there. This is the steak for real steak eaters.
Tom started to gain the confidence he needs in his role as manager.
Did they get you drinks yet? You all set?
Yes.
You good?
Okay.
And Michael has rekindled his passion for cooking.
Showtime, ladies.
And to honor the Old Stone Mill's 200th birthday, Gordon organized a celebration party for the community.
And for you, we'd like you to hang this also, the key to the city of Yonkers.
Oh, that's
The key
sweet.
to the city blew me away.
I'm excited for my husband because I see the smile back in his face.
The local news even took notice, putting the restaurant back in the spotlight.
Come and enjoy a steak at the Old Stone Mill.
And the new
Wow.
steakhouse menu was just what this community needed and wanted.
This is very good. This is fantastic.
It was excellent.
Finally, the food is now as stunning as the building that it's cooked in.
The most important thing is the confirmation that it can work. The potential
It can work.
is staggering. Now that you know what to do, don't stop doing it.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah,
Thank you,
good. Thank you, my darling. Yes.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
In my heart, we're gonna make it. We have to make it.
Up high, down below. You're
Too slow. Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. Eat him up. Eat him up. Wait. Exactly. Wait. But to a kid? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Ramsey, he's such a blessing to our family that we could never, ever thank him enough for all that he's done for us.
I arrived, I found the place, finally. I thought it was beautiful. Now, I think you got something fucking phenomenal on.
Now I have something to really be proud of. Thanks.
What the fuck was that? Was that a handshake? What the hell was that?
Now I have something to really be proud of.
Oh, oh shit, damn. Fucking damn. Y'all hear that?
Thank you.
That was like my crunch earlier.
Good luck. Thanks, man.
Oh my god. One more time.
Be proud of.
Holy shit.
Thanks. Thank you.
Woo.
Good luck. Thanks, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about what the future holds here.
Let's take a look. What's the place called? The what? The what? Okay. The Old Stone Mill Steakhouse. Let's take a look. Okay. The Old Stone Mill Steakhouse. It seems to be permanently closed. Deem sold it to another family in 2009, which is why the Old Stone Mill closed 2 years after the episode. Okay. The new owners operated as a restaurant called Di Napoli's Stone Mill for a while. Then it sold again in 2022, and a new restaurant opened there, which is still at the location as far as I can tell. Dude sold his successful restaurant, then opened another nightmare in Connecticut. Oh. Okay. Okay, well. Well, yes. Well, yes. Huh. I kind of want to watch Hell's Kitchen. A little bit. I won't.
Located on the Mississippi River, not far from the Gulf of Mexico, is the New Orleans suburb of Metairie. A tight-knit community that is home to Zeke's, a neighborhood restaurant opened in 2002 by a charismatic entrepreneur named Zeke Uknast.
Zeke was 6'4", big and goofy, but you know what? The man knew how to have a good time, and he knew how to run a pretty good restaurant.
Everyone came to Zeke's when it first opened because there was just a good vibe in this place. Good people, food was always good. I mean, we used to do 750 people in here on a Friday night.
But in 2005, Zeke tragically died during Hurricane
Oh my
Katrina,
God.
and the ownership and the direction of the restaurant was up in the air.
After Katrina, this place was in limbo. So the Cortellos saw it, and then they pretty much took on the place.
Hi guys, how are y'all tonight? Welcome to Zeke's.
When we bought Zeke's, we chose to keep the name because Zeke's did a very good business, and that just made business sense to us. All right, guys, first guest.
When Daryl first took over, pretty much changed everything. He cut staff, he cut product, he went to lesser quality.
Wouldn't feed that to your dog.
And then on
Oh my
top
God.
of that, he raised the prices.
It's expensive.
It's a little over the top.
I feel as though I'm completely handcuffed in the kitchen.
Dude, I'd love it, dude. Like steamed clams. That's not us. I don't think that's us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always trying to beg him or plea him. Can we try that? Can we do this? And Daryl doesn't allow it.
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
I ask myself all the time, why do I even stay here?
No sitting on the job.
Servers here are all talked down to or disrespected. People just don't feel appreciated.
Daryl cut my pay in the last 6 months.
I can't afford.
Excuse me?
Feel appreciated.
Daryl cut my pay in the last 6 months.
I can't afford raises right now.
Man, it's made me work more hours since he cut my pay. Daryl, we got 3 orders of green tomatoes left.
Cutting them a little thick, too, I can tell you that. I'm not looking to squeak by. I'm looking for financial rewards in this business.
That kind of offended a lot of Zeke's regulars, and this has just steadily declined.
Meatballs plain and bland. Unless he's got a pot of gold stashed somewhere, there's no way this restaurant would last, a month.
All right.
Payroll was today.
How'd we do?
That's not a good question. Financially, we are not doing great.
Well, we got to catch up somewhere. It's not happening.
We're not going to make it if we don't have Chef Ramsay come in and tell us what he thinks we can do differently to change this, because obviously what we're doing, it's not really working.
Physically, emotionally, it's been hard. I have put everything I can possibly put into Zeke's, but seats aren't full, so something's going on.
He looks shitty. Something about him looks shitty. He seems shitty. I don't know.
Killing ourselves trying to find out.
Before heading to Zeke's, Gordon has arranged to meet some Metairie locals to gain some insight into the restaurant
The locals?
and the neighborhood.
Oh, doing good. How we doing this morning?
Very well indeed, thank you. Morning. How are we? Now tell me about the area, Metairie. What does it stand for?
Well, it's a town on the East Bay.
Uh-huh.
They got a lot of people. They got some good restaurants up there.
And have you heard of a restaurant called Zeke's?
I used to go there quite a bit. I haven't been there in a while, but before Katrina, we used to go there quite a bit.
I was about to say, yeah, this seems southern.
What's the difference in food?
Got pricey and average.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The quality has gone down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere wasn't the same.
They had lost the magic, the feel of the restaurant.
Right.
And it just changed.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
After hearing unfavorable reviews, Chef Ramsay heads over to Zeke's to continue his investigation, and there is nothing more telling than lunch.
Hello.
Well, hello, Chef
are
Ramsay.
you?
Welcome to Zeke's.
I'm very happy to be here.
Hello, nice to meet you. Come
Definitely.
right this way.
Girl.
All right, guys, I think we got a special guest.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Help me get up to speed.
Him! It's me! Oh, bro, he looks tired. Oh my. They do not look happy. Look, Gordon Ramsay's here. Look at how everyone's fucking. Everyone's reaction. Oh my god.
Help me get up to speed. You are the owner.
Yeah.
You run the business with Zeke.
My husband, no, my husband is Daryl.
Daryl. And where is Zeke?
He is in the kitchen.
So, who's Zeke?
Zeke was the original man who opened the restaurant, passed away right after Katrina.
Damn.
And we purchased it from his estate.
Damn.
Restaurant, passed away right after Katrina.
Damn.
Damn.
And we purchased it from his estate, so we've had it for almost 5 years.
What did you change after you bought it?
The menu items are similar.
Okay, good.
We've definitely taken some off and changed some recipes.
And the chef is the same?
Emil is the kitchen
Emil.
manager, yes.
Whose decision is it with the new dishes?
My
Who involves?
husband, Daryl. He's got a couple of his recipes on the menu.
And where did he train as a chef?
He's never trained as a chef.
Okay.
If you're not a chef, why would you put dishes on the menu?
Being in the business, I guess.
Okay. Does the chef agree with those dishes, or is it just because he's the owner, that's why he gets them on?
I guess talk to him about it.
Okay, let me have a look at the menu.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow. Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well,
I'm so
thank
happy
you.
to be in Louisiana. My first time.
Good.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Your first name is?
Candace.
Candace. I saw on the menu the oyster...
Oyster's Cortello. It's an invented dish for our restaurant. The Cortellos is Daryl and Ellen, so they made it up.
So the owners...
They made it up.
Yes, they did.
They bought the restaurant, now you want your name on the menu.
Yes.
Sounds like someone's struggling for power.
Oh, I love her. Wait. She's the best. Wait, hold on. Wait. Was her name Candace?
Oyster's name is?
Today.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well,
I'm so
thank
happy
you.
to be in Louisiana. My first time.
Good.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Your first name is?
Candace.
Candace, okay.
I saw on the menu the
Oyster's Cortello. It's an invented dish for our restaurant. The Cortellos is Daryl and Ellen, so they made it up.
So the owners have named an oyster
Shut
after
up.
them?
Yes, they did.
You just made
Bought
that
the
up.
restaurant, now you want your name on the menu.
Yes.
Sounds like someone's struggling for power. I've got to try one.
Okay.
Yeah? I must have some boiled shrimp.
Boiled shrimp.
And what special do you have, my darling?
We have a chicken fried steak today.
Let's go for it.
We do have also traditional bread pudding.
Let's go for that. And I think we're done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look what I got. All right, here we go.
When Daryl got here, he kind of implemented his own menu. It really gets frustrating because Daryl really...
Why does he look so fucking angry and shitty all the time? Oh my god, these shots are not doing him any favors.
No idea, culinary-wise, what he's doing.
Candace, you ready?
I'm gonna take out the boiled shrimp to him.
Chef Ramsay, you're going to love
Look,
this.
why is he so
Simple
fucking
food.
angry?
It's basic food, it's feel-good food, but it's done very well and fresh.
Okay.
In French.
Thanks,
It looks nice.
My first Louisiana shrimp. Yeah, everything's soft. They should peel easily and sort of pop out the shell, but I'm struggling to peel them. I mean, that is nasty. What I'm struggling for here is the lack of freshness. They feel...
That's funny. That's funny. The fucking. I was like. It's nasty.
I mean, that is nasty.
It's nasty.
What I'm struggling for here is the lack of freshness. They feel and taste slightly mushy, which is a big disappointment. Candice, where are the shrimps fresh?
They're fresh frozen.
Fresh frozen.
I know it's kind of oxymoron.
But you can buy fresh shrimp
Yes.
within a mile from here.
Yes, yes. The frozen shrimp tastes like shit. Crap.
Okay, honestly, wait a minute. What did she say? What did you say? What did you say?
I wanted to know why we would get frozen shrimp when you can go to like the market and get them fresh every day.
It's not uncommon to have frozen shrimp because some things are okay frozen. How we look on the oysters?
Coming right now.
All right.
Wow, that back wall is hideous. Yes. You got 2 seconds, please. And what's with the swamp decor? Whose idea was that?
Mine and my husband's.
To eat in a swamp? For children or for adults?
Both.
For both.
For both.
Looking.
For adults.
For both.
For both.
For both.
Looking. Holy shit, looking. He said, huh?
Oysters Cortello. That's not words for me.
Oh, this is a good idea. We should do this more often. This is funny.
What the hell is that?
These are the oysters Cortello.
Oysters Cortello. So I suppose you go like that. Wow, they're dreadful. Oysters named after the owner. I certainly wouldn't put my name on that. I wouldn't even put my enemy's name on that.
Take it for you? Okay.
Thank you.
He's so funny. How is he so funny? Like, he's so funny. Wow. It's terrible.
Wow. They're dreadful.
Wow. Do it.
Wow.
Wow.
They're dreadful. Oysters named after the owner. I certainly wouldn't put my name on that. I wouldn't even put my enemy's name on that.
Take it for you? Okay.
Thank you. It's depressing, isn't it?
Oysters Cortello, I don't know what to say about that. I eat them myself. I think they're delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Daryl, what did you say?
Oysters Cortello just ain't working.
This is killing me not to know what he's saying.
This is the fried chicken steak, right?
Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bland as anything. No seasoning, no care. Look at that. Ugh. Candice, what the hell is that? Looks like it's just had a giraffe's tongue cut out and deep fat fried.
People complain that the quality of the food here is horrible.
Unbelievable.
Daryl's not listening to the feedback that he gets, and he's gonna do what he wants to do.
Candace should own the restaurant. I honestly think that Candace should take over. The way she's just shitting on it. Fucking, she's just going in on it. Oh my god. This like, don't you work here? They're gonna see this footage, aren't they? Oh, I love her. Oh man. Ooh, she's had some stuff to say.
Daryl. Yep. He said that it looks like somebody cut out a giraffe's tongue.
I'm not going to agree with that. It didn't look that way to me. I mean, that's what normally goes out. It's a good product.
So it looked like we cut out a giraffe's tongue.
Candace, what is this?
Jesus. Thanks, Tony.
But it's just like, at this point, I know the answer.
Doesn't look
All of you
fantastic.
guys think that I'm like nothing.
I would never say that. Her interview with, her look with, her book cover with, her trying to launch and sell her book to the judges with. I would never say that.
But it tastes delicious. Who made that?
Emil makes it. I'm just so happy that Chef Ramsay likes the bread pudding.
He better.
It's great to end on a good note. Love the bread pudding.
You like the bread pudding?
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
I took full responsibility for bread pudding. That is all me. Daryl doesn't really have influence on that. Thank God. Thank God he liked something I did. I'll take that any day.
Hello.
Hello, Chef.
Hello.
This is
Daryl. Hello.
the owner.
Yes, Chef.
Introduce me to your brigade.
Chef Emil, Marcos.
Emil, good to see you, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Jason Carpenter. Jason, good to see you.
There's a lot of things that need changing, and you know, Daryl is one of them.
Can I talk about lunch?
Yes.
My God, what a disaster. The food is below standard. Why wouldn't you buy fresh shrimp?
Simply don't have the time to go to the market.
I don't have the time.
Excuse me?
Bro,
Where are we?
We own the business. We're in Louisiana. The fish are right there. What?
Come on. Come on, big boy. Chicken fried steak. Disaster.
We're in New Orleans. We can't get.
What cut of meat was that?
Not a very good cut.
No. Are you proud to serve that food?
No, sir.
Was that the same quality of steak that we were using years ago?
No, sir.
Then why have you changed the standard?
It's up to Daryl.
Is that a cutting corner method to save money?
No.
or-
Chef, everything is shit to you.
Yeah.
But we had diners eating all lunch, full dining room, but nothing's sent back.
Do you honestly think just because they don't send it back that your food is fucking amazing? That's good enough for you to continue.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Oh, yeah. Oh my God! Damn!
Back. Do you honestly think just because they don't send it back that your food is fucking amazing? That's good enough for you to continue. No, you can't be that fucking stupid.
Point taken.
If they want to be that stupid, you've got no chance.
I don't buy the fact that it's bad quality food. That's bullshit.
Hard to believe this was once a great place.
After receiving some harsh words from Chef Ramsay,
The food is below standard.
Daryl has some words of his own.
You know, Chef says everything is shit. It's embarrassing. There's nothing good about the menu. You know, I don't buy that shit. I will never believe the food is shit. You're not going to commit. I've been eating this food all my life. Chef Ramsay doesn't know New Orleans food. That's it. You can cut all the food down you want. You can't break me.
It's an hour before dinner service, and Chef Ramsay hopes a private meeting with the two chefs, Emil and Jason, can shed some light on the restaurant's main issues.
Okay. So, I don't get it. Some of the things I encountered there today were just awful. That can't be your wish to cook with frozen ingredients.
We talk about it every day, and
Yep.
it just gets swept under the table.
I tell him the second he starts cutting the cost, you
Yeah.
get a cheaper product.
Yeah.
You know it's going to taste like shit, and trying to explain that to him,
Yeah.
you know, is
It's like talking to this wall right here.
And how long has it been going on like that?
Since right around the time he took over.
The only thing Daryl and Ellen see is money, and that's what scares me. Their whole purpose is money, 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 money.
We feel like our hands are so tied as far as ordering goes, everything goes. The only other option was to leave. Me and him both go. Yes. You know, what do? Just walk out the place? I mean, we got a lot of personal memories in this place, just to walk out of it.
Granted, I get that, but it doesn't stop you from having your voice.
Everybody here is just kind of waiting for the place to belly up and go find a new job somewhere else.
I'm here to help put this freaking place back on the map.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. We have only two options, Chef Ramsay or God, and I don't think the second coming's happening anytime soon.
Thanks for the catch-up.
Oh my God! Wait, he gotta ate that way. Wait, the song. Ooh.
After gaining some insight from Jason and Emil,
Hey, I need shrimp portioned.
Chef Ramsay is eager to see how this restaurant functions in a dinner service.
How does this work? Emil, when were these done?
Last night.
Last night?
He portioned them out to order.
Really? What's the idea of putting everything in bags?
Portion size.
Portion size.
Portion size.
Quantitative perspective. If I give too much, you get a happy customer here. You don't get a good customer. They're happy because they're getting 3 times what they should be getting. I'm getting nothing. I don't make money on that.
It's food. You know, we're not cutting piping with bathrooms.
Hi, welcome to Zeke's. How many do we have in the party? 4.
It's Chef Ramsay's first time in Louisiana.
Come right this way, please.
And not surprisingly, Zeke's is completely booked.
And tonight our specials are lasagna and lasagna salad.
I got a seafood platter, no oyster sub shrimp.
I'm at the expo station. I like to see all the food go out.
Side of new potatoes, Daryl.
I make sure every dish goes out like I want it to go out.
Can I run anything?
Nope.
Shrimp platter.
Can any of that go?
I'm waiting on dishes to complete the order.
It doesn't concern you that food's just dying in a window?
We're pushing as hard as we can.
Bloody hell.
We've been here a long time.
For expediting is one thing, standing here and saying nothing is another.
Why isn't it going out?
Wow, fucking hell.
It's an hour into dinner service, and the first wave of food is finally making its way out to the customers.
Sorry about the wait. They are backed up.
Everybody's food at the table is cold.
Let me get your server. My apologies.
And the food isn't the only thing that's getting a chilly reception.
Can I ask something? Do you mind not standing there like that? It's so dour. You know, I think you can be more proactive.
I don't want to hover, you know.
But you can make yourself busy.
Okay, I got it. I'm ready.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, look what I got.
What's that one?
Lasagna.
Lasagna. When was the lasagna made?
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Today's Thursday, right?
Correct.
Week-old lasagna?
Serving the stuff from a week ago.
Girl, no. Like, it needs to sit, but not for a fucking week. Week-old lasagna at a restaurant. Ooh, you can't just be eating anyone's food. Oh my god. Week-old lasagna? For how much?
Help me to understand that stupidity.
Please.
We made the pan, we didn't sell it all. It's wrapped up in portions and frozen. I think that's a bad thing. Lasagna, it's all done fresh and cooked. And we'll wrap the portions up separately. We'll put them in the freezer. It works. It is the best lasagna you're going to get.
Is this special, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so how the fuck is that special in your tiny mind when it was cooked a week ago?
I don't have a tiny mind.
I'm telling you, you have a tiny mind. It can't be that special if you're going to stand here and tell me that it's special.
The product is good.
The product?
He runs his kitchen with 90% bravado, and, you know, the other 10% he just wings it.
This is a good product. This is good food.
Fuck me. My God. It's getting worse. Yeah, he's a tough nut, your expediter. So we have a special today. When do you think that lasagna was made?
Today.
Homemade lasagna?
Right.
Last Thursday. How can it be that special when it's from a week ago?
Well, you know, it's frozen, so it's not like sitting there getting mildew on it. And our customers
missing the
absolutely
point.
love the lasagna. I don't think that's our biggest issue is lasagna. I mean, that's absolutely incorrect.
What do you think they would feel like if you told them the day special was cooked a week ago, frozen?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they would probably be surprised that it was so good and that it was made last week and frozen.
Shall I ask them all?
Would you like me to walk with you?
I know I'm not going to walk, I'm going to stand up and shout.
Oh, really?
What is he fucking doing? What? Look at him. Look at the black people. Like, what the fuck is he? What is he? What is he doing? Get the fuck. He's so funny. The customer is like, huh?
When you come out to restaurants and you read today's specials, for instance, a beautiful homemade lasagna, would you expect?
For how much?
And you read today's specials, for instance,
$13 for week-old lasagna. Oh.
A beautiful homemade lasagna. Would you expect that lasagna to be made today? Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you have ordered lasagna? How would you feel if I told you all that today's lasagna that's been served was made a week ago?
This is humiliating.
After making a shocking discovery about today's special,
When was the lasagna made?
Last Thursday.
Chef Ramsay made an announcement.
No shot.
Today's lasagna that's been served was made a week ago.
No shot.
That is not sitting well.
No shot.
My apologies to those that have ordered the lasagna. Have a look at the potential other specials. Bon appetit. Thank you.
This is humiliating. It's absolutely better, of course, when it's fresh and it's served right out of the pan, but it's not horrible.
I've just told the customers that today's lasagna was reheated from a week ago. The feedback was shock horror. 86 the lasagna.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
With Chef Ramsay's announcement fresh in their minds,
Get a check.
Take the check, okay.
customers have seemed to have lost their appetite.
Did y'all eat already?
Yeah, I had the lasagna.
Oh my God.
After witnessing a dinner service full of problems,
You got 2 seconds, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Chef Ramsay is anxious to have a chat with the owners.
Oh, dear. Did you hear the customers tonight? I told them lasagna was a week old. Did you hear?
Here's what happens. Cook lasagna and it doesn't sell. You throw it away? No, we don't throw it away. We wrap it.
I'm here to help, but I tell you what, I can't help you when you're standing there and trying to come up with excuses to why customers pay good money for frozen shit that cooked a week ago, and you call it a special.
We don't feel like it puts out an awful product.
You don't give a shit about food.
It's not true.
Your passion's about portion control, measurements, frozen foods reheated in a microwave. Restaurants don't run like this.
Disagree.
I disagree with that also, definitely.
Trust me, you are not a fucking restaurateur.
You're the owner? You paying rent here? When you start dealing with all this crap and your name's on that lease, then you tell me what you want to do.
After being stonewalled by owners in denial,
Morning.
Good morning, Chef.
Chef Ramsay has called a staff meeting,
2 minutes, please.
hoping to bring all of the restaurant's issues into the open.
Okay. I want you to tell me the frustrations, the anger, and the things that really upset you the most. Emil.
I just feel as though I'm getting pounded with a mallet constantly when I walk into this place. I went from working 40 hours to working about 50 for $400 a week. That pisses me off.
I feel that we don't get any respect.
Wait, Candace. She's so good. Do you see the way she stood up? she had something to say. Speak on it, Candace.
Okay.
Speak on
I
it.
want you to tell me the frustrations, the anger, and the things that really upset you the most. Emil.
I just feel as though I'm getting pounded with a mallet constantly when I walk into this place. I went from working 40 hours to working about 50 for $400 a week. That pisses me off.
I feel that we don't get any respect. I'm here all the time. I don't get to eat lunch. I should have a meal. I should have a shift meal.
This is messed up.
We are talked down to, like we're dirt. And it's not right.
Speak, y'all. Speak.
Listen, I really appreciate the openness and the honesty. I knew it was bad, but I didn't quite understand it hit that level of hurt.
I think it's just sad that we're all sitting here and that we actually have to even be at this point.
I think we all, the whole group of us here, are pretty much struggling.
No one's getting that message across. I need to get through to them. Daryl and Ellen are about to arrive. I want you to tell them.
Everybody was saying what they wanted to say and getting it off their chest, but it's kind of different from telling Chef Ramsay versus telling Daryl.
Don't be nervous. I don't want you to be afraid. I've got your back. Okay? And here they are. Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been here having a staff meeting. We've gone through some issues this morning that's been bothering them. But rather than me trying to tell you how they feel, I think they should speak.
Certainly.
Who's going to go first?
I go first. I don't feel as though we gain much respect around here. And I don't think that you, as an owner, have our back.
Candace, Ashley, is that how you feel?
You really do talk to us like dirt sometimes.
My intent is not to talk down to somebody.
But that's how it comes out.
Jason, talk to Daryl, please.
My biggest problem that I have is just, I don't think you have a clue as to how this place runs.
Me?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that you're so stuck on the numbers, the actual essence of having a restaurant and serving good food and giving customer service and happy employees, that's gone.
I don't understand.
We hear it every single night, every single day from our customers what needs to be changed and why they don't come back. We let you know these things and you don't give a shit.
Nothing's done.
You don't care.
Candace. Yeah, Candace is just eating this up. Why is she so funny?
You know these things. And
Look at her.
you don't give a shit.
Nothing's done.
Just look at her. She's just smiling. Listen, okay, all right. Candace and Tom, my favorite. Like,
you don't care.
Wow.
Wow.
Pace is ridiculous here. I really don't want to break down, because I've been here a long time. And I'm not getting paid jack shit. For somebody to be here that long.
I've been here since 2006.
What is she? Smiling. Just I can't. Getting up, standing up and speaking, smiling while everyone's complaining, instantly shifting over to tears. Like, and she's everything. I love Candace.
Why haven't I never got a pay raise?
Okay, let me say something real quick. Since we're all telling the truth, first of all, Daryl and I have taken thousands and thousands of dollars out of our personal account to pay your paychecks.
So why not just close the place down?
We're not giving up. We don't want to give up. If you want to give up, that's fine. This isn't your business.
We don't want to leave each other because we all love each other. We don't want to leave. Not at all. But I need to make money to support my family.
You know what? So do we.
Oh.
Y'all acting like it's us against y'all, and it's not.
This is a business. We have costs and expenses. I ask you to take that pay cut. It's either that or labor costs get so high, I'm out.
But you can go on 5 vacations in the summer.
And you're struggling for money.
Right.
Oh. Oh my. Whoa. I wasn't expecting that. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
That is fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Period.
If you don't want to be here, don't be here.
After Chef Ramsay arranged for the staff to air their grievances,
I don't think you have a clue as to how this place runs.
the defiant owners are not having any of it.
If you don't want to be here, don't be here. If I were piling up money back there, then I could see you being pissed off. But we're not piling up money back there.
I can't show appreciation in dollars at this point. They maybe have this picture of me with this pile of money going, ha ha ha, nobody's gonna get it. We don't have the money.
I'm accepting the truth from you guys. Accept it from me, please.
Things aren't going well, I understand that. But in terms of morale, there's an air of discontent. They feel abused. And I'm not saying the staff are perfect, but you're the owners, and you set an example. We have to fix what's broken within. So how about starting over again and turning the page and the beginning of a new chapter?
I understand those frustrations. You are wonderful people. So I want you all here, and you will have my respect. I guarantee that from me. And there's a lot of love for you guys from Ellen and I truly mean that.
Good, we did make some progress. The air is clearer. Okay, it's a new day here at Zeke's. I've got some ideas that I need to put into place to really start putting this place back on the map. Thank you.
Honestly, I don't think that Daryl and Ellen heard what we were saying. He was just saying what was right, just to get Chef Ramsay off of his back. We'll see what happens. Oh, Lord.
After attempting to open Daryl and Ellen's eyes to the staff morale problems, Chef Ramsay has devised a plan to test the chefs and showcase their abilities.
Okay, it's been so obvious that you've been handcuffed by Daryl. And here's what I want you to do. Show Daryl how creative, how inspirational, how exciting you can be with seafood. There's a grocery store literally 2 miles away from here, okay? Have a look at the ingredients, get inspired, come back, get creative. I want to see that on a plate. Yeah?
Thank you, Chef.
Good.
Right now, I'm pretty jacked up. Gordon Ramsay himself said, Jason, time for you to be inspired. Go let it happen. Let's see what you got.
All right, let's see what they got fresh.
How may I help you?
Redfish fresh?
Just put it out an hour and a half ago.
That's what we're looking for.
It's extremely liberating to have this freedom to showcase and do what we want to do, cook good food.
Very nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys.
I am looking for red onions with asparagus.
Let's do a red pepper. This will be the last thing I get. I'm ready to ride. There it is.
There it is.
Showcase the skills.
So happy, think of something creative, and really let it go, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, off we go, guys, yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna do a chicken fried steak at the same time, okay? Brilliant. Own it, yeah?
Yes, chef.
You can put a little lime juice in there?
Yes.
Yeah, just...
I'm not done yet with it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I love the idea. Bacon and
cheddar grits.
Cheddar, nice. So in terms of the inspiration, tell me what it is.
Try to keep it southern with the grits, fresh with the salmon, and classic with the capers, with the onions, with the tomatoes.
Good.
Keeping it with the New Orleans theme, redfish, and then grilled vegetables, fresh rice, fresh ingredients. Just a fun dish.
Pretty good job. The difference is night and day, let me tell you that. Beautiful. Now, you say nothing. You didn't cook them. I cooked them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Come over, guys. Please.
Wow, look at that.
You think of Louisiana, first thing you think of is freshness. But when I walked into your restaurant, what I didn't expect was frozen seafood. So I got my team to get some ingredients for me. Like you both just have a little taste. Taste the freshness. A beautiful char-grilled salmon done with grits.
Creamy, tasty, it's absolutely phenomenal.
Then I got hold of some redfish, marinated zucchini with some rice and a really nice mango salsa.
Oh my gosh, this redfish is delicious. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's
Phenomenal?
delicious. Absolutely.
Watching them eat my dish and not knowing that it was mine, and to say that, you know, it looked like it was from their heart.
I'd like you to have a little taste of that chicken fried steak. I just lightly pounded it and then fried it twice. So it should just melt in your mouth.
It does melt. Yeah? Literally melted, Chef. I couldn't believe how good it was. The presentation was beautiful, and it was fresh ingredients, and they tasted wonderful.
They're all absolutely phenomenal.
And you taste the difference.
Absolutely.
There's something you need to know about the seafood dishes. I didn't cook them. The two chefs put those dishes together.
Wow.
The seafood dishes are your boys.
Delicious. Absolutely.
Wow.
They really are. They're phenomenal.
It really opened my eyes to what I wasn't letting them do, honestly. Food is art, and I was not letting them create their art. These aren't just delicious. They're beautiful, and they come from right inside you. I know that. You did a fantastic
Ace, do you like Star Rail? It's okay.
job.
It feels really good that Daryl and Ellen recognize my potential, and I think that my abilities have been shown, and hopefully this is the first step forward.
This is the new Zeke's. I can see that's what we're looking for.
And all I could really think to myself was,
About fucking time you see it.
Really good job. Well done.
It's impressive.
After finally having at least a small breakthrough with the owners, Chef Ramsay decides to have his team work through the night on the biggest restaurant makeover they have ever done.
Right, good morning.
Morning, Chef.
Excited? Are you ready to see the new Zeeks?
Yes.
Let's go. Welcome to the new Zeeks. Here we go.
Oh,
Come in,
wow.
please.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
In.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
man,
my gosh.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. Oh, my God.
Let's start with the walls. Gone is the swamp.
Look at all the old doors.
Reclaimed doors. It's got that nostalgia and it's got that comfort feel, right?
Feel like home.
Look at this.
You've got the most amazing chairs, brand new chairs. It just...
Those chairs did look like shit.
Look at this.
You've got
Those
the
are some
most
fucking
amazing
ugly ass chairs.
brand
Holy
new
shit. Green. Okay.
chairs. It just feels authentic.
Let me say this, please.
Please.
You have found our identity.
Wonderful.
This is
Wonderful.
us. I'm astonished. I mean, truly.
I didn't really have any expectations, but this has surpassed anything I could possibly imagine.
There is one more thing I'd like to show you. You're gonna start peeing your pants. Oh, man, that's it.
Fresh ingredients?
There we are.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
From shucking your oysters to cooking your shrimp, this is going to be a substantial part of the menu. And Emil, it's going to take so much pressure off you and Jason. This should just run on its own, and it should almost double the turnover. Did I see you smile again? That's the second time in 24 hours, dude. Huh? They're going to arrest you for being too happy.
Chef Ramsay has given this staff, this place, my family, our friends, our customers, a new beginning. It's unbelievable.
Honestly, when people would ask me where I work, I would never say Zeke's. I just say I'm a cook. Now I'm proud to say that I work here.
A new beginning and a new identity for Zeke's.
Along with making the decor more inviting, Chef Ramsay has replaced Zeke's outdated, stale menu with a modern update of classic New Orleans cuisine.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness me. This is going to put Zeke's back on the map. Be careful, it's fresh.
Every dish is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, let's start off top of the table. Zeke's house boil, yes. Bucket of shrimps, yes. Bucket of blue crabs. A great sharing, festive, localized bucket. Push them, okay? Back in the menu, the entrees. Pecan crusted catfish, served with a classic tartar sauce and a herb salad. Country fried steak, big hit. Say no more. Sausage gravy, delicious, slightly
Ooh.
heated in that gravy, so you've got a nice little burn at the back of your throat. Blackened alligator, wonderful Creole sauce, absolutely delicious. Because this has now become not the old Zeke's, your Zeke's.
Thank you.
You've got your identity. Now make it yours.
Absolutely incredible.
Beautiful. Come here. Come here.
The way Chef created the menu and the dishes, they don't have a menu like that around here.
Dig in. Enjoy.
So not only do we have something great to put on the table, but it's not anywhere around. Nobody else has it.
Oh my God.
Did you taste the cornbread? The menu is phenomenal.
Why do you think it tastes good? Who made it?
I'm proud to have it and excited and can't wait for everybody else to come in and try it. It's delicious.
I feel right now we have the most diverse Louisiana Southern menu. I mean, we very well may have the best menu.
Rich in flavor, rich in texture. Wow.
Hi guys, welcome to Zeke's.
The community of Metairie had a love affair with this restaurant that went sour.
Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Shrimps are amazing.
Chef Ramsay's revamp and tonight's relaunch will be a strong indicator if it's possible for this love affair to resume.
I'm gonna try smothered pork chop.
I'm gonna try the blackened alligator.
And with so many changes in place and so many people in the dining room, Chef Ramsay is hoping the Boyle House will take some of the pressure off the kitchen.
Any orders on yet in the board house?
No.
Nothing in the board house already. So get hold of the waitresses, call them in and say, right, start pushing them. And we've got to use that place. We've got to get used to that. Let's go.
Rachel, sell boiled food. Sell one, okay? Sell one to a big table, please.
Tonight we have a special. It's boiled lobster for two.
I don't know if you saw it on the menu, but sell it by the bucket.
Just bring us two coming right up.
$36 for a fucking lobster? Is it that serious? Ooh. 36. Okay.
Lobster for table 5.
Two buckets of lobster, please. Let's go. Put a little bit of butter on there. Give it a nice little glaze, okay? Good. That's it. 2 lobsters, let's go.
Look what I have for y'all. Y'all enjoy.
It looks great.
With the broil house now being utilized,
Yeah, it is good.
satisfying customers, it's clearly allowed some breathing room for the kitchen.
You're 8 minutes on baked crab at 33.
However, it's now up to Daryl to manage the time wisely.
I worked hard today. Let's make it happen.
You've got to focus on that window. Communicate with these guys. 1 table leaving, 1 table working, so we don't get bogged down, yes?
Yes, chef.
I need an alligator. I need a strip.
Give me 3 minutes on that.
Let's go. We need to push food up there and cook it as fast as we can. Green tomatoes, chocolate ices. I need it fast.
Let's work one at a time. It's not a race.
How are we looking? 3 chops and alligator.
Hold on 1 second, Daryl.
Smother chop. How are we looking?
Daryl, slow down for 1 minute. Let us catch up, huh?
Fucking hell.
With Daryl calling multiple tickets at the same time,
Grits, mash, sweet potatoes.
and more focused on
I'd slap him. I would be not happy. I would not be happy with that at all. Oh, fuck.
speed than anything else,
What ticket is it for?
the kitchen is now completely confused.
How's my pecan catfish? Where's my New York strips? Gotta go.
Just put them in the window.
Let's kill him. Okay. Like, are you kidding me? Huh?
And we'll figure out how to plate them.
Yes, whatever you got.
Make sure it's done, huh?
I was being told that I need this, this, and this right now, and I just try and move as fast as I can and get the food out. See, it just looks like crap. Do you agree?
Yeah. No garnish?
No. Goes in the window like that.
Daryl has managed to get the cooks producing the food at a much quicker pace.
That looks really raw.
I don't think this is cooked.
But the dishes are not at the level that they should be.
So is that cooked? It's not, is it? Excuse me. Can I get you another one, sir? Sure. Yeah. Guys, the fish is raw. Not tonight.
Oh,
just stop.
24 is out.
Everybody stop.
What a joke.
It's relaunch night at Zeke's.
Smother chop. How we looking?
Daryl, slow down for 1 minute. Let us
Can I get a
catch
raw
up,
in chat?
And with Daryl pushing the cooks, food is leaving the kitchen quickly.
Can I get you another one, sir?
Unfortunately, it's also coming back quickly.
Guys, the fish is raw. Not tonight.
Raw!
Just stop. Everybody stop. I'm here. Jason, come round. I'd rather be 3-4 minutes later than rush food out there and the shit's coming back. Not tonight.
An expediter should definitely set the tone for the rest of the kitchen. I think Daryl lost control of that. It's just a big catastrophe.
What we've got to do is focus on 1 table at a time. We've got to communicate.
Daryl, talk to me. Don't get smart. Where you at? Daryl, what table you on?
Daryl, take responsibility.
I have to stop, refocus. Let's get these tickets out one at a time. I need to do a better job of communicating, very simply. All right, guys, let's focus.
Where you at now, Daryl?
Pecan catfish and blackened alligator.
In his hand, Daryl.
Table 1.
Let's go.
Move to the next ticket.
I got 33 blackened alligator, pecan catfish.
Coming right now, Daryl.
Let's go.
Following Chef Ramsay's advice of focusing on 1 table at a time,
What table you
All right,
on?
table 10. Yeah, I
Mac
got
and cheese,
I
grits
got-
is up.
Daryl and the chefs are now in sync.
Please, let's get this to 31.
Blackened alligator.
Perfectly cooked dishes are leaving the kitchen
That's really good.
and are being enjoyed by thrilled customers.
That's delicious.
Fox News are here.
Now that this restaurant is on its way to a successful relaunch,
Hi.
Chef Ramsay is ready to spread the word.
What happened with the restaurant before? Why did you come here?
This place was legendary. It lost its way. It's now back on the map, and 2 new owners that are going to start their own beginning of a new chapter.
What is the feedback you're already getting for tonight?
That the food is fantastic. I mean, the menu's, it's fabulous. I highly recommend that you come in and try it.
Let's finish. Let's finish. Somebody get this to 14, please. Yeah, no more tickets come in. Let's get this stuff out of here.
Delicious.
That's a wrap, Jack.
Wait, this look? Hold on. His look? Look at that guy.
Delicious.
This look? His hair? Wait.
That's a wrap, Jack.
At the end of the night, the way it ended made you feel good. I think Daryl showed more personality tonight than he showed in the last few years. We still have some improvements to make, but you can see it's on the right track.
Nice job.
The smash cut. Exactly, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Tonight was about establishing a new Zeke's. And you achieved it.
Yes.
It's my first time in New Orleans. Fuck me, did you give me a challenge?
Zeke's.
Chef Ramsay told me a week ago that all these changes were going to happen.
Well done, my darling.
Well, well, well,
I don't think I would have really believed it.
Can I just have a quick word with you two?
Amazing.
Look at this place. The potential's huge.
I know.
Fantastic. It's now your Zeke's. Run with it. And Daryl, you do care. And you do have a heart, a big heart. Show it to your staff.
Indeed, I will.
Don't hide that.
I'm ready to do things the right way, ready to get moving. It's a new life. It's new energy.
they said it closed after Ellen was diagnosed with cancer. Oh no, that's horrible. Oh
We had a lot of
man.
issues here when I first arrived. The staff
What about Candace?
were at war with the owners. The food was miserable, and the restaurant was seriously struggling for an identity. But what I witnessed was a phenomenal comeback. And how fitting is that it took place here in the most resilient city across America, New Orleans. A week old lasagna, not so special.
In the weeks that followed, a glowing report on the local news
As a family, as a restaurant, it's back on the map.
brought a surge of customers to the restaurant.
Hi, how are y'all?
Daryl and Ellen are doing their best to raise staff morale
You all did an excellent job. I can't do this without you guys.
and are reaching out to the community.
And we really thank you all for coming. It means a lot to us. Thanks.
Where's There she is.
Back on the map.
Fantastic. Wait. Star Rail live stream code? What is that? Wait, what is that? Hold on, let me redeem those. wait, put those in chat. Put those in the Discord. Wait, I kind of need those. Hold on, wait. I need these right now. Wait, hold on. Okay, watch this Fushuan. Okay, watch this Fushuan. Watch this Fushuan. Wait, wait, shut up. Put those codes in Discord. I'm going to bed. So, alright, bye y'all. Thanks for the stream. I'll be back with Twilight Princess later today. And maybe I'll watch the summer thing too. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'll watch the summer thing and then we'll
I just pressed R to alt again. Oh god. I'm f***ing brain rotted. Is this the Wawa killer? Shut the f*** up. Don't get me stun locked. Genshin servers shut down as Genshin killer releases. Yeah, sorry guys. I mean, the allegations were true. Is this your first time playing Genshin? Yeah. Wuthering Waves Pro tries Genshin for the first time. You still enjoy Genshin? First message. Brother, do I look like I'm... No, I am miserable. Every day is suffering. I am... Okay, playing Yaimiko kind of makes... Whoa! Yo, my waves are totally weathered! What the hell, man?
Okay, don't tell anyone, but he's kind of cute. Okay, but love you. Okay.